Ooh, ooh.
Hello, Cakez.
Hello. Good morning. Oh. Hello.
Demo out. Check.
Yo.
Mixed review.
Yo, 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 yo,
Doesn't
yo, yo,
work on
yo.
AMD. Check.
Not problem.
Unbalanced game.
Oi.
Check.
How you doing?
UI bugs.
How you
Check.
guys doing?
Yapping all day. Check.
Yes. Yo. Hi, it is finally time to stream. Yeah. How you guys doing? First level looks good. Keep it like that. New level looks better. You guys like this level? Yeah? Oh, Davins Dev, good morning. First time chatter. Hello there, sir. Sir. Das Razor, Sturdy Post. Zakazar, Reticide. Definitely not brown beer. Already had Reticide. Hobbly Gobbly.
Hope
Good
you
morning.
have a good
D-God
time,
Life, my
Cakez,
gets
and
up.
check
How you guys
heavily.
doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Ooh, late. Or Cake's fart, huh? Interesting. You wanna say something, bro? Do you have
Cake got 0 res, and that
something you
demo
would
is
like to tell
never
me?
dropping.
Anything? So yes, I did change this, by the way, off stream. Looks better. And yeah, look at this, guys. This guy has the iron sword. I have also implemented that you can now find different items depending on how lucky you get. Came from YouTube. Your videos are entertaining. Oh, that's awesome, bro. I'm currently working to get some more out. That's nice to hear, bro. Thanks for the encouragement, man. Cakez, what's the crypto scam video on your YouTube? Eh? There's no crypto scam video on my YouTube. What are you talking about? Now, you made me curious now. What? There is no crypto scam video on my YouTube. Videos? There is no crypto scam. What are you talking about, sir? No, I do not see a crypto scam video at all here. What are you? Shorts? That's also not a crypto scam video. Oh wow, I got 11,000 views. Damn, bro. Damn. Maybe I should have given this a better title. Oop. Oopie doopie doopie doo. Okay, guys. We're gonna start right today. Shall we watch a successful game? A success story? You guys told me this is a game without marketing that got successful. I suppose they just made a good game. Don't you guys think so? Let's see.
Our tale starts like any other great one, with no previous experience.
Nice. That's how I started too. How long did it take you to make the game? Now, if you say 1 year right now, I'm gonna leave the room and quit game development forever. Please tell me you have been working on making a game for at least 3 to 4 years, okay?
And being unable to get a job.
Oh wow, being unable to get a job, that sucks. That actually sucks.
If you're new here, hi, I'm Michelle.
Hello.
A year ago, my husband Steve and I started Nessie Games, an indie
A year ago. It's over, guys. It's actually over. A year ago. Wait, no, you started Nessie Games, but that doesn't mean you have been making games. You started making games then. They just made messy games. That doesn't mean they started learning how to make games. They must have learned this earlier, right? Because at that point, they already wanted to get into game development. It's not like they started from nothing a year ago, right? Right.
Game studio.
What even is the game? Let's see. Sorry for pausing so much. That's their game? 80 reviews. That's actually a lot. When it came out this year, without marketing, 80 reviews. Some of you might think that's bad. To give you an idea, what is the price? $6.89. Okay, so it's a little bit less than the other game that I want to show you, which is a really good example, Crystal Guardians. This one has 101 reviews, so very close. Came out last year, however. And this guy made enough money if he spends the money sparingly for about 1.5 years. Though he's alone. Okay, so these are together. But still, man, really, really good. Okay. And the game is... I haven't even looked at this pixel art game. Okay, I was such in a great mood today, and then customer yelled at me for no reason. She asked to speak to a manager. Ooh, there was a Karen. You got a Karen performance report. Points, score, bonus, perfectionist. Speedy, new high score. A lot about high scores here. Employee leaderboard, okay. Let's see some of these earlier screenshots here. Okay, let's see.
I have a bachelor's degree in Japanese, and my resume is mostly receptionist jobs. I am below average in art, math, and height. My one redeeming quality is that I'm a fairly decent writer with a love of storytelling and NPCs. Steve, on the other hand, is a bit of an odd case. He has an associate's degree, and his resume is mostly retail jobs.
Wait, so you want to get a game... Wait, you want to get a job in game development, but you both didn't even study something that could relate to that? Wait, we are at 41 seconds.
Like any other great one, with no previous experience and being unable to get a job.
Being unable to get... Okay, so it's not like they wanted to get a job in game development. Okay, I see.
Above average in art and programming.
That looks really good. What do you mean? Well, above average? Yes, I agree.
Simply because he taught himself. He spent years learning how to draw, hoping to get out of his retail job to do something he loved, but found that making it as an artist is pretty difficult, especially living in an expensive place like Seattle, where we're both from. So he started learning programming in 2020, hoping to get a job in web development.
Oh, look at this. They started 2020 just like I did. I started 2022. 2020, comma, and then TOO. So that's not 2022, but 2020, comma, TOO. I started then too. That's when I start. Nah, I didn't start at 19. You're wrong. What you talking about, bro? I literally have files learning C++ 2020 May. Hello, Magnus on YouTube. Good morning. Hope you're doing good.
He thought that would be a more profitable career than retail and maybe less soul-crushing. Then, right as he was about to join the programming workforce, the tech bubble burst, and suddenly finding a job was nearly impossible.
A tech bubble burst? Really? I never had any issues finding a job, and I'm stupid. You didn't start from scratch? Bro, I barely knew any programming. In US,
in 2021, I got a job in Japan, so we packed up everything we owned and moved to a small ski town here in rural Japan. Steve continued to send out applications all over the world. We created a spreadsheet and I helped him source jobs every week. He applied to hundreds of jobs but could only get a few interviews. His lack of a degree and professional working experience held him back, even though he was more than qualified for all the positions that he applied for. After a year of grinding out these applications with little to no responses, we decided to...
this actually sucks what she's describing, right? I'm not trying to make fun of it. My brother was in the same boat. He literally went out and sent applications all over the place. And the only place that he could find a job after months of searching was not even in our town where we live. So we live in Münster and he now lives in, was it Düsseldorf? I think he lives in Düsseldorf, which is about 2 hours away. That's the only place he could find a job. I recommend learning Vulkan, but I don't recommend taking Vulkan as a base for making a game, because Vulkan is too verbose, takes too long to change. Make a game using OpenGL and then switch to Vulkan whenever you know what you want to do, like when you have your graphics pipeline in place.
To take a break and reevaluate our plan going forward. He thought about going back to school to get a degree, but we knew several people who had degrees and they were also having trouble finding a job in the tech industry. Something you should know about Steve and me is that we are always coming up with story ideas. We go on daily walks and think of different story ideas in different mediums, such as novels, graphic novels, television shows, games, stuff like that. On one of our walks, or maybe it was over Chinese lunch, I told him about a game idea that I had. We discussed it at length and came up with some ideas for it, and I decided maybe in the future I would pursue learning how to program for games so that I could make this game. Shortly after Steve decided to take a break from his job search, he brought up a crazy idea. What if he helped me make that game idea that I had?
What I would like to know is, how did you buy food when you both don't have a job? Or maybe she got a job, but he didn't? Like, how are they buying food? How can you buy this table, this mouse, this laptop, this monster, which, by the way, is super expensive? When you don't have money, you don't have a job, you don't buy yourself a monster drink, you buy water. That's all you buy. You don't live the luxury life. No, you save the $2 and then you spend them somewhere else. How can they have a monster in there? I don't understand. Huh? Crypto money launderers? Yeah, it's got to be something, right?
After feeling demoralized for so long, he wanted to work on something he was more passionate about and felt more fulfilled with. And at the very least, it could be a good portfolio piece. So we decided our roles. Cool. He would learn how to program for games, and I would do the art and writing. He's a much better artist than I am, but with programming, his hands would be full. So I really wanted to learn how to do pixel art.
But if he's better in art, why don't you learn how to program? You both learned how to program. I don't understand. If he's better, that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay.
So I thought it would be the perfect time to learn. My initial idea was a little ambitious, so we wanted to do something smaller in scope. And then Checkout was born. We wanted to draw upon our years of experience in retail and create a relatable and fun experience. And maybe work through some of the trauma we had. We started working on it on February 1st, 2024. At first, we worked at the Kotatsu on the ground and had...
They worked on it less than a year. They already have a game out, they're selling it, and they're making decent change. Yep. Damn, bro. I'm pretty sure they used Unity. Shall we check? It's gotta be Unity. 100% this is Unity. You guys wanna take a bet? It's 100% Unity. Pesky engine users. Yeah, those engine... It is Godot! What? How? These guys must be the luckiest plants on people on planet Earth. What? The moment I start streaming, Zoe goes to sleep, man. Wo soll ich das wissen, Bro? Ich war die ganze Zeit wach. Maybe they learned their tool first. I don't think you can learn. Okay, I'll stop be talking smack about Godot. Roll back the clip where he says there's nothing called lucky. I never said that. Shut up, baby, sleep. Yeah, shh.
Little floor chairs, but eventually I bought a couple office chairs and we started working at our dining room table. Early on, I was insistent that we needed a team name. I wanted to feel
But there's two people. So basically, it didn't take them a year to make the game. It took them 2 years to make the game because two people worked on it. And if you divide the time by half, then obviously that's a year. That's how that works. Right?
More professional and have a kind of a studio feeling. Steve and I met back in 2010, and one of our first conversations was who our favorite mythological creature was. We both said the Loch Ness Monster. So I thought it would be fun to have that as our studio name. And so Nessie Games was born. I also really wanted a cute mascot for whatever we decided our name would be. And what's cuter than Nessie? I mean, just look at her. For 10 months, we worked on the game daily.
Okay.
I work full-time, so I was able to work on it on evenings.
That's how they earn money. She works full-time, I see. I see. Okay, so he didn't get a job. He didn't manage to get one. He was looking. He didn't manage to find one, which is unfortunate, but, you know, can be a reality. And she managed to find one, so that's how they started. That's how they could actually afford to live. I see. Just like you, Cakez. I'm working now. What you talking about, bro? You're wrong. I didn't work for about 1 year. I didn't earn any money for about a year. 1 year, yes. But now I'm working. Okay? Now, shh.
The cost of living here is so low that we're able to live on one salary.
Damn.
So Steve was able to work on the game full-time.
We need to move to Japan, guys. That's what we need to do. Since it's so easy to live there. Because the cost of living here is very high.
Had a game loop done pretty early in the prototype phase. We put up our Steam page back in May, and we had a demo out in June, which we iterated on based on feedback.
Wow,
this helped the game so much as people were able to tell us what they liked and what they wanted to see in the game so we could make it better. This was when we realized that the game was actually pretty fun. As most artists and developers know, when you start your creation for long enough, you stop being able to tell if it's good or not.
Yep,
but we got a lot of feedback saying that the game was addicting, so that made us very happy. Since
Damn, they got lucky. God damn it. My game was terrible.
Steve and I are so passionate about storytelling, we couldn't help but put a story in this game. We didn't want to add too much to the main gameplay loop to keep the scope small, but we thought it would be fun to have a bunch.
Bro, they don't even have shadows. They don't even have shadows. Well, they have shadows below the stairs, but that's baked into the sprite. They don't even have shadows below the feet. Not even any shadows below the desk. You don't need these things.
Of co-workers that you could talk to between the shifts. This was the bulk of the 10-month development time. The shift screen was practically done in just a couple of months, but we wanted to add more to the game and build out more of the world. While it was a lot of work,
Sorry about this.
Since Steve and I are so passionate about storytelling, we couldn't help but put a story in this game. We didn't want to add too much to the main gameplay loop to keep the scope small, but we thought it would be fun to have a bunch of co-workers that you could talk to between the shifts. This was the bulk of the 10-month development time. The shift screen was practically done in just a couple of months, but we wanted to add more to the game and build out more of the world. While it was a lot of work writing for all the characters and interactables, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So marketing. We barely did any marketing. I made a few social media posts here and there, but I could practically count them on one hand. We don't use social media that much. We don't have any followers really
So, and those posts did badly? Like, can you show a post?
On any platform, and I don't
Wait a minute. You need to show a post here, lady.
Personally use social media all that much, which was a struggle because I was in charge of promoting. We also only entered one festival, which was Steam Next Fest in October. Before Next Fest, we had 750 wish lists.
Man. They have like almost exactly as many wish lists as I have after 2 years. And they got all of those wish lists in like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. It's ridiculous. I hate life, guys. I hate life. It sucks, you know. Life just sucks. Bruh. I spent so much time on my game trying to make it better. And then these guys just come along. Bloop, bloop. Hey, 750 wish list, man. Unlucky, yeah. No gameplay. Bro, all you do is technical stuff, no gameplay. We're gonna work on gameplay today, actually. You're wrong. But I guess you're right, because I make my own engine and I do a lot of technical stuff. That's correct. Yeah, true. They got wishlist from their YouTube videos. No, they didn't get any wishlist from their YouTube videos. She just said that they didn't do any marketing. You stupid, bro? Are you dumb? Look at their channel. Fine. I'll look at their channel. You're wrong. Videos. So the game came out on January. Okay, so about almost 2 months ago. 1,000 views, trailer 10 months ago, that's nothing. 1,000 views 10 months ago, first dev, and that's the guy talking, that's also nothing. Another development vlog 8 months ago, that's 400 views, that's also nothing. Then 6 months, that's also nothing. 4 months, also nothing. What you talking about, bro? That is not even 5,000 views before the game came out. So nothing. Almost 3 months? Oh yeah, right. You're right. Sorry, almost 3 months. Correct. So no, you're wrong.
And at the end, we added 1,200 more wish lists. When we
Well, okay, so I'm expecting this, by the way. I've gotten to about 800 wish lists now, and when I promote my game in Next Fest, I'm hoping to get over 1,000 wish lists too. I think we can get there. I think we're getting to the point where that's possible. Like, no cap. Like, a couple multiple levels, and then make them work together. I think that's possible, for sure.
launched, we had 2,600 wish lists in total. We were originally scheduled to release on January 7th.
How many wish lists did you?
In total.
2,600.
We were originally scheduled to release on January 7th. We submitted our build to Steam on December 24th, and they didn't get back to us until January 3rd, a Friday, with a cloud syncing issue. Steve fixed it within 3 hours, and then we waited again. We didn't hear from them again until January 10th, but there were no other issues, so they said we were ready to release. It was in the middle of my work day, and Steve wanted to test more, so he waited for me to get home, we did some more testing, and then we launched at 11 p.m. Japan time on January 10th, 3 days late. After Steve pressed the publish button, we walked over to 7-Eleven, got a couple non-alcoholic drinks, and we reveled in it for about an hour.
I would get a beer, I'm not gonna lie, you know, if I release my game, I'd get a beer, you know, and then that's what I would do, bro. 100%.
And then fell asleep. We didn't make an announcement video on launch, and we didn't do any posts. We just sort of put it out there, and we're happy to be done with our first project. We had a couple bugs on launch, but Steve was able to fix those within the first day and a half. That was the most stressed we've been during the whole development process. So numbers. The first day we made $2,602.
How many sales? 400? Oh no,
project. That was the most stress we've been. 2,602.
Steam units 437 sold. Yeah, so the game sold for €6, by the way, guys. That's why. And then, yeah, did they not get any refunds? Steam revenue. Wait. This is 2.6K, but that is before Steam takes their cut, right? So that's less. Linux, $19. Yeah. See, that's why I'm making a game in C++ and I use DirectX right now. Exactly. It's over, guys. Yeah, of course. What you talking about, man? Bro. This has got to be the most delusional streamer. Oh, really? You want to get banned, bro? Just wait. I'll ban you. See you later. In 5 minutes. I'm not delusional, bro. I actually think we can get over 1,000 wish lists. When, like, a couple more things, and yes. Okay, the first day. Okay, that's 400 units. That's 4 reviews, is it? Or is it 10? 40?
$2. We were shocked. Of course, people had wish listed it, so we knew we'd get some sales, but that amount for the first day was very shocking. Over the next week.
In a good or bad way? Is that good or bad? 2K? For 10 months? I mean, I'd take it. Good? Yeah? She means good. Okay. I'm not that good socially.
We got anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a day.
Oh, dude, I take that, bro.
We got anywhere from
14K, damn. 2,000 units sold. Nice. So it kept going. Basically, it kept averaging out every day. Nice.
$1,000 to $1,500 a day.
Nice.
And then the week after that, it was anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day.
And that's
so
not
at
bad.
the 1 month mark, we made $28,625.
Did you make that or is that after? Can someone confirm, please? Is this after the Steam cut or before the Steam cut? Am I stupid? It's before the Steam cut. So minus 30% here. Okay. So wait, I take that, man. Listen, like for me, that's almost my first. Well, it's in dollars though. Let me see. Let's do a conversion here, right? So we have 28,000. Oh, sorry. 20. Well, that's for two people though, right? 625. And then you multiply that by 0.7. Then you're at 20K, still good. And then you... Let me think. I was going to do something else. I forgot what I was going to do. Damn it. Oh yeah, US to euro. Yeah, thank you. I totally forgot. USD to euro. It's not that much. It's almost 1-to-1. Times 0.93. Okay, so times 0.93. 18,000 euros. Now, when I had a job for my first... When I became a web developer, the first yearly salary that I had was 36, basically times 2. That's what I had. So basically half my yearly, was it called, earnings as a web developer, they have gotten in 1 month. Divide by tax as well? No, you don't have to divide this. Let's say you're self-employed. In Germany, if you earn 18,000, then you don't pay any tax. I think it's up until 22,000. Wait. Not in Japan? Yeah, but I'm talking about me. But I guess, okay, in Japan you can divide it by 2. But, it is... No. 22,000, yeah. It's something about 22,000. Or 24,000 even. Wow, that's nice. Yeah. So for in Germany, okay, in Japan, I guess divided by 2 if you want to, sure. But Japan is also much cheaper in terms of cost of living. They just said that. There's a lot of fees applied to the 28K even before that 30% cut, for example. What type of fees do they have? Chargebacks? Okay.
We got our...
I wrote above, but you still have to pay income tax. I don't know. I didn't have to pay any taxes. But I never got close to 22,000 either, so...
10 reviews within the first 2 days and over 50 reviews in a little over 2 weeks, most of which have been very positive.
Nice.
I made an announcement on this YouTube channel over a week after we launched. Someone made a post on the Cozy Gamer subreddit calling me out. We were so happy that somebody took the time to promote our game because clearly the marketing team for Nessie Games is slacking. Also, I have no idea what they meant when they said they saw our game on Cozy Fest. What is Cozy Fest? We also found this happen multiple times where people...
What is Cozy Fest, guys? Is that a fest from Steam and they just promoted it there? Like they didn't promote it, but someone else promoted there? It's a Steam event. And Steam... They use Godot. Are they German? If they compare California to Japan, it's cheaper. Compared to Germany, it's more expensive. Or is it? Yeah, they were comparing, I don't know where they came from. I think California or something, yeah. True. VAT royalties If you're in EU, refunds, etc. Okay, well that sucks.
People took it upon themselves to promote our game. There have been a lot of streamers and YouTubers who also have played our games.
Oh wow, that's a lot. 45,000 reviews. Wow. Damn, 5k views, 8k views, 4k views. Damn, that's nice. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of coverage. They lucked out. I don't think so. No. Relatability is nice. It always sells well. Relatability makes a huge change in games. I don't think they'll... well, I guess they lucked out in being relatable, yes. I suppose. You can be right there.
Some of them below. They're very fun to watch. And it was a little surreal. We didn't follow the wisdom of the developers that came before us. We didn't have a background in game development. We didn't market our game. We didn't have 7,000 wish lists at launch. We didn't reach out to any streamers or publications. And we didn't
yeah, it's okay. I'm a bit too loud. It's okay. You can stop boasting now, okay? Please.
And release on time. So why were we successful? We have a few ideas. One is that we spent a lot of time polishing the game. We tweaked little things and made sure that the UI was consistent throughout. They may be things that you don't notice when you're playing a game, but when they're not there, you do notice. Another idea we had was we created a unique game. There's nothing really out there exactly like Checkout, so we stood out. This game is also not for everybody, but for the people it is for, they're really into it. As Arrowhead Game Studio said, a game for everyone is a game for no one. In the not recommended reviews that we got, people thought that the game was repetitive, and it is. This kind of game is not for them. In the recommended reviews, they all said that the game was addicting. These were the people who the game was made for, and you can tell.
Wow, 140 hours, 90 hours, exactly.
By the hours that they put into it. But we think that the main reason why Checkout did well is because it's a good game, and good games find their audience.
Did you hear that? A good game. A good... She's lying. Not exception. Didn't you work on like multiple games? What are you talking about, bro? No, ignore this video, Cakes. Ah, okay. Bro, you don't have a good game though? No, not yet, exactly. I have a better game than I had before, but it's not good enough yet. Yes, you're right. And Shady11, you think that hurts me? Huh? That's the truth, bro. Yes, I sell a AI slop and I made more money than her. Well, you want to link one of those AI slop games that you sold? You want to enlighten us, bro? Or are you afraid?
It's a game that sets out to do one thing, and it does it well, along with being polished and in a cute package. Or maybe it's because we prayed at every shrine we could, asking the gods to bless our game with success.
Show me off stream, yes. I will not show on stream then, yes. Okay, it's for my personal well-being then, yes. Rage bait and not rage bait.
But like with a lot of things with game development, it could be one of these things, it could be none of these things, it could just be luck. There are a lot of variables at play, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly why it was successful, or even create a formula as to something you could copy. It's both the magic and frustration of game development. In the end, I'm very glad things turned out this way. Working on games is something I never imagined I'd be able to do. The whole process of making Checkout was very fun and fulfilling. I like to joke that Steve has been working on side quests this whole time, and now he's finally working on the main quest, game development. The future of Nessie Games looks very bright. We have a whole bunch of games we're very excited to dig into. One at a time, of course. We want to make sure we keep a good pace and manage the scope for all our future games. It's easy to fall into the trap of making something.
Very smart, man. Very, very smart. We need to make a game where we limit the scope, not like my game, bro. We need like a limited... See, that's what Superku did too. He made a game in 11 months and it's been successful ever since for him. But he also made a bunch of long games before that didn't work out for him.
Huge that ends up in a buggy mess or too big for a small studio to handle. And with this little success, Steve can finally relax and get that Red Bull. we have the funds now. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to stick around to see our future game dev updates, as well as other game dev related things. We'd love to have you. Thanks for watching. P.S. As far as I can tell, no one has solved the coded message in checkout. Very interesting. I guess the lunch thief will get away with it. Anyway, bye.
The code. Oh, so she put in a little sprinkle here so people go back into the games like, wait, what code are you talking about? I can figure out a code here. Nice. Nice bait, lady. Very good stuff. Good video. I like it a lot. Shows me that I'm dumb. Really good. Yeah, they're smart. Here, there you guys. There's the video. If you guys would like to give it a like too. I would give it a like, subscribe, and I want to see what they make next. I don't think they've announced anything yet. And if you guys would like to support them, watch the video at 1% volume in another tab or something, and then watch it to the end. Because I think it's currently gaining a lot of views. So that will be very good for them if you watch the entire video, when you come from this video, to support them. And I think you should, because you can say they got lucky. But I think they followed a very nice formula of keeping in scope and then sticking to the gameplay loop, trying to make the gameplay loop as fun and engaging as possible. Let's look at this here. I wonder what it is. Welcome to the journey. Yeah, okay. So basically you're working as a cashier. What do you do? Scan back. Oh, I see. And take payment. Yeah, I've done that before. Oh, wait. So that is a... Oh, wait. So you're standing here and that side view is basically the view here. Zoomed in. That's what it is. They made a good game fast and published it. Period. Yes, they did. And they did not go out of scope, because you can go out of scope a lot. And so basically that's what you do. And then in between shifts, you talk to other people, like your friends, not customers, co-workers. Interesting. It's like Papers, Please. Yeah. Smart. Smart. And then you also have to fill in. See, that's really nice. That's a really nice idea. For those of you who have ever worked as a cashier, when you have someone that is very slow in how is it called? In packaging their food into their bags. In Germany, we don't pack for them. We just put it here. Then you have to play some sort of Tetris to make sure that it all still fits in this little space that you have here, because that can ramp up really quickly. So that's also a gameplay mechanic. Very cool. And then you have the numbers here. I'm in front of this. Like the numbers here. You see that? And you type in the numbers there as well. And then I suppose the game becomes fun when you add in a timer. How long did it take you to do this? Cool. Okay, and then this is over. Very nice. Get good and earn points. I mean, is it really difficult though? Checklist, but there's more. Wait, what? It's like a Tetris? Why don't they... Wait. So wait, the bananas, the Gemüse and Obst. What is Gemüse in English? Vegetables and Obst is... What is Obst, guys, in English? Gemüse, vegetables... fruit. Yeah, the vegetables and fruits seem to go together, but isn't this also? I would consider flowers to be part of vegetables and fruit. Not that you can eat it, but it's something that grows, if that makes sense. It grows out of the earth. And these are also things that grow out of the earth, if that makes sense. But you can eat flowers? It's a flower. Yeah, I know it's a flower. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. Okay, cool. So basically the same style, the same category of items. Yeah, and then this is what they added in the co-worker talking, you know, the staff, talking to your staff members. Interesting, actually. Very cool. And the pixel art is great. Really good stuff. Fail. You have been fired. Ooh. Please take your underperformance elsewhere. Oh god. Oh damn. Become employee. Yeah, so leaderboards. Yep, leaderboards, guys. And this is using the Steam API, correct? So they're using the Steam API to... let's add in music. Ha. I want to do that too. I want to add leaderboards to my game too. I don't think it's luck. The game is pretty good and knows what it is. Yeah, I don't think it's luck either. I think these people just... I don't think you can call it lucky, but maybe they knew that this would be an interesting game because they might have played a similar game before. And then they knew, okay, so we can make a limited scope game here. They said they didn't. They obviously played games before. What you talking about? I didn't say they made games before, they played. Luck is also a factor, but yeah. Good game. Yeah, actually, it's a good game. I can see why. So, guys, what I take away from this is the leaderboard. It's like an incentive to play the game to get better. The performance report and the leaderboard. Where's this? Here. Works very well. I'm actually gonna make a screenshot from that because that looks really nice. I like the colors here. You need an end of game stats screen. Yeah, I do. You're right. Anyways, really good game. Really good video. I like it a lot. Thank you very much for linking this. Let's make a good game too. Nice. Let me put that here. Let me unpause notifications while I do this. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hello. Make a good game and don't market it. The money will come to you.
Hi.
Was the game development developed in an engine? Yes, in Godot.
Holden_Margroin_PLS just subscribe.
My man.
Hi to my favorite, most calmest and professional German C++ developer.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the big support, bro. Thank you so much. 8 months. Oh wow, you even resubscribed for 6 months at tier 1. Holy, 6 months in advance. Bro, that's Giga Chat move. Thank you so much for the support, man. Dude. Lyric plays at least 2 of them every Sunday during his sub-Sunday streams. April Fools is gonna refund. He knows the game won't be finished in 6 months. Okay, bro. Let me put in the performance report as well. That's too fast. And also spacebar didn't pause. Okay. Like it a lot. Thank you so much. I'm gonna save these guys. So click on this and then put the image here. Very good stuff. Save. The cool thing is, I really like Trello. You can go here, then you can cycle through the images like this. Very good stuff. I like Trello is amazing. And it's free. How can this be free, man? Please don't make it paid. Very good stuff. Awesome. 100%. 95. And then repetitive, yeah, makes sense. Not free for enterprise, probably. It's not, no. Stop adding shit to the note that you will never finish at all. You don't tell me what to do. You don't know me, okay? No, I can do whatever I want to, okay? I will get to it, okay? For me, it's difficult because I'm making a new game that has not been done before, okay? So what you talking about, okay? Maybe it's more difficult for me than it is for them. But that doesn't mean that I won't do the things that I put on the list there, okay? Now, let me work on my game. Hasn't been done before. Okay, so which game has a skill tree and items that you find and then slot into units, and then you can choose 3 weapons and 3 armor pieces? Tell me, which tower defense game has that? Please let me know, because I haven't seen one. Tower of Vibes. Okay, so you're saying that my game is exactly like Tower of Vibes? No way. Tower of Vibes doesn't even exist. Oh, that's the Primogen game. Okay, so you're wrong. Number 1, that's not. And if it is, then they copied it from me for sure. Okay? Any other game? I should probably... It's bait. I should probably ban you for that though. Actually. Should actually ban you. That's fine. Okay, guys. So, I'm gonna explain to you guys what I did off stream, and I think I did a really good job. Let me show you. Fantasy Defense has it. Guys, you're just making up names. Fantasy Defense.
Before C++.
Fantasy Defense. It's a mobile game, I guess.
Oh my god.
Damn, that looks good. Not gonna lie, that looks nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't see because someone had to put a clip there. That is way too long.
Oh my god.
And I can't even be loud because Zoe sleeps.
Oh.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's good yet. Doesn't look like the game has it. Looks simpler than my game. The 1 hour clip here. It's enemies. It looks like the enemies don't attack back. And then you have 1-star character. Is that a gacha game? 100%. 1 star? Or do you earn more stars depending on how many kills you get? Nice art though. The art is really nice, yeah. It has very good art direction. It does. Even if someone else did it, just do it better. Yeah, exactly. Of course. That's a good idea. Anyways. I meant on Steam wrong game. Yeah, then link it, bro. I'm tired of looking this up myself and then being wrong. Then just link it, bro. Okay, so, my brothers. No, then you're lying. I don't believe you. Today, we are going to add in more items that look good and feel good to use into the game. And then we are going to test these items in the game, and we are going to change the rounds. And I think I want to make the first level go only until round 10. It might be a bit too fast. We'll have to see. Maybe round 20. But we have to start redesigning the rounds today, because round 9 introduces enemies that attack back. So I think the best thing to start would be to first probably save the changes that I did, because I did a lot of changes. Shade 11, Steam community profiles. What is that now? You're banned. See you in 5 minutes. Wasting my time. It's insane. Man, these people are literally insane. Ridiculous. Can you stop? Okay, now, my brothers, what we need to do is probably git commit and push. Git add. Git commit -m Tangy TD version 0.5.17. Edit. Weapon unlocks and weapon, or let's call it item unlocks because it's literally items and you guys can't see that at all, of course. Edit item unlocks and item choices to heroes in story mode. Also made shield orbs scale with attack speed. Also changed some items to be more powerful. There you go. Git push. What I have, guys, compared to them is an overscoped game. My game is well overscoped, and I haven't really defined a core gameplay loop that you can repeatedly do. Commit message is not the same as a devlog. Is your game open source? My game is not open source. But Patreons get a very old version of the source code. But I don't do Patreon at the moment. So Shade11 told me to invert this. I did this off stream. Looks okay. So this is what it looks like now. Okay, so what we want to do today is work on items. First and foremost, the visuals. Actually, guys, look what I did off stream. I added in a fire sword. Now, it's not in the game yet, but I drew this off stream. Thought it looked cool. I tried to do like, I don't know, a wavy sword, but it didn't really work out here. This doesn't look too good. Flaming sword here. These were my like first tries. They all looked terrible, and then this actually looked really good. Bend sword. Didn't you say this game was this stream was gameplay? Yes, it is. Gameplay is unlocking items in a tower defense game. So a tower defense game is all about the items, and today we're going to add in a lot of tier 2 items and try to balance them to the defender, and then make them unlock depending on which enemy is spawning. That's what we're gonna do today. So tower defense game is all about items. Tower defense game is all about upgrades. And in my tower defense game, items are the upgrades. So in my tower defense game, it is all about the items. Yes. This is how you upgrade units in my tower defense game. And the tower defense game is all about items. About upgrades. The dopamine rush that you get when upgrading your towers. And so let's begin by making a fresh save game. And then just, you guys will see what it looks like and stuff like that. Isn't tower defense game about defending a place from enemies? Yeah, but how do you defend a place from enemies? With upgrading towers. Because the enemies get stronger, and if you don't upgrade your towers, you're not gonna be able to defend. Add a transition from main menu to selection screen. It looks bland, Crow. No, because that's not gameplay. Vampire Survivors has no notifications, no transitions at all either, and it works there as well. You can be, it is so easy to fall into this trap. We'll do this stuff later. And the sword can only be bought for $10, yeah. Vampire Survivors looks like ass, doesn't matter. The gameplay loop is fun enough so that millions and millions and trillions and billions of people play it. So it doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. Okay, sir. So guys, we are back to gameplay. After about 2 months break, we are now back to gameplay again. We have changed the visuals and the mechanics of the game a lot. And now we are back to the gameplay part. If I did scope creep, you could scroll the window up and show the town below the gate. With cheers for carnage. Okay, bro. So this is what it looks like, guys. This is the new menu. We got 2 weapons this time, and I can choose. I probably want to change the rusty sword. I feel like that isn't... It's not very strong. It has area of effect to make banners better, because banners work on area of effect. Same weapon. It's not the same weapon. Area of effect is a different stat. What you're talking about? It's the same weapon skin, yes. But it's not the same weapon. It's not the same stats. It is? Okay, you guys are fucking retarded. Sorry to say that. Sorry to use such a strong word. You are dummies. Rusty sword. Okay, wait. So rusty sword scales 2 things. But it doesn't scale damage. I mean, I can keep it, maybe. We'll keep the wooden sword, though. So, now we have the wooden sword. And the cool thing is that the blue enemies spawning now allow us to find items more... what is it called? To find items more not rapidly. More commonly. Item drops are more common now, is what I'm trying to say. How much DPS adds 8% of attack speed? That's the questions, I think, make it kind of balanced. 8% of attack speed, well, it's more about area of effect on that sword. Because area of effect is really good for this ability, the War Banner. It has an AoE radius of 32 pixels. And when combined with increased AoE, it makes the War Banner better in a party, in a team. So you would want to use the sword on a Tangerine that has the War Banner. Or the Healing Banner. Do you think you should drop the items each round for each second round, for example, Cakez? No, what I want to... I have a system in the game where the blue... what is it called? The blue outlined enemies are the ones that drop the items. But when the team is too high level, they won't drop any items anymore. Also, if you have already unlocked all of the items, the blue outlined enemies don't have any items they can drop for you anymore because you have already gotten them all. I think the heal banner should be on the healer. No, because I want the defender to be a support guy. Because then you have multiple options to be healing. Sounds good then? Yeah. Like, this system is still in development. Like, it's been one of the toughest... Not decisions, but one of the toughest things to get right in the game. And I don't think it's right yet. But making the blue enemies drop items often enough while not creating an incentive to keep replaying until round 3 to get an item drop. Because you can potentially do that. You can play till round 5 and always get an item drop here. And that sucks. So I need to guard against that. Anyway, so here's another one. This one can also drop tier 2 items. We got a eye patch this time, and we got this weapon. And this time we get the eye patch, and then we can bleed. And I guess we will get... We're going to change Wolf Fang Fist today, by the way, as well. I have a really cool idea on how to make this ability better. Maybe an armor banner instead, or barricade Cakez? Maybe. We're going to introduce attacking enemies today, and we're going to implement a new skill today, and then try to balance. So now the Tangerines can bleed the enemies, and then we get the mage. What does eye patch do? Eye patch gives, you can see it here, bleed chance 20% and 10% bleed damage. But it gives minus 10 attack radius. So it's not that great. Since when did your game have shadows? I implemented this off stream once to test it out. It's not perfect though. Hello, I want to give you some advice. The animation when defenders win, that splash, I would change it. Don't embarrass me. The animation when the defenders win. The defenders win? What? Which animation are we talking about? What is... what? Go rats! You should add hidden enemies so that only tangerines with the eye patch can detect them. This is what the lantern is for. And yes, I will add hidden enemies. But do you think the eye patch should give the tangerine the ability to see hidden enemies? I feel like the lantern should do that. The pause game frozen animations, what do you mean? This pauses the game, yeah? What do you mean? 50% chance to miss, 50% chance to insta-kill. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, yeah. Okay, so here we have... and we could go here really quickly. Okay, so this is round 7. That's also balanced. And then we have to continue. From round 9 is... oh, wow. I'm losing. Actually losing. What the hell? Bro. What? Okay. I missed a thing.
Good day.
Retard.
Add an enemy that ignores the path. Not at the very beginning. Okay, so here's another chest. Let's see what we get. We get this sword. Oh, we got unlucky, did we? Attack speed, armor, duration, or attack speed and area of effect. That's 10% attack speed. Like, this one's better. But this one gives me a bit more range, too. Oh my god, no! We're not listening to this. I'm gonna skip this every day. Attack speed is OP, duh? Attack speed is good, yes. Cakes just coming in to say, hey, I hate using Vulkan. Why don't you change then? Neat Games, hello there on YouTube. Good morning. Hi Cakes, hello there, bro. I think you should finish the game first, then upgrade it later. The graphics, I mean. Yeah, the graphics will be upgraded later. Range could be OP in this game. Yeah, range is also strong in this game. But I already have like 3 units upgraded with range. Okay, so here is where it gets interesting. I have a little preview here of the rounds to the right, and round 8 is where we introduce armored enemies for the first time. Armored enemies take less damage from physical attacks, and you cannot inflict bleeding on them. I've actually implemented this off stream. These guys can no longer inflict bleeding on them, and look how very little damage they deal to these skeletons. See this? So they get very far, which is what I really like. I like that a lot. But I'm still able to beat them down, even though they take very little damage. So this, I think, is a very good... they are very well balanced right now, because I can still beat them, but they get very far into the round. And obviously they are susceptible to magic damage, which is what the guy here does. Okay, so now round 9 is something we have to balance. Let's go to round 9. We have to change that now. So in the original round 9, I spawned a bunch of reviving rats together with undead rats. And I also gave the player 5 of those item drop rats. There will be no item drop rats in this round. So that is gone. And then undead rats can come here. That's fine. But we just introduced an armor enemy. So I feel like this round should be all about armored enemies. So I would like to redesign the entire round to start with a lot of rats. Give the player some money. And then after the rats are done spawning, I want to add in enemy crawler, but not that many. Let's say 8. And I spawn them 2.4 seconds and I start them on 32. So now we have that. We still have no help window with enemy info, so players actually know what the enemy does. Yes, we still don't have that. I will do that later. Have you spent any dollars on this game? No, only time. Did I spend dollars on this game? I don't think I did, no. But I spent a lot of time, which is also dollars, yeah. So yeah, I did spend a lot of dollars on this game. No ill rats, but dark rats or red fast. And they start at 34. And then they spawn every 4.8 seconds. Actually, that sucks. They spawn every 1.2 seconds. And then they, 2.4, 1.2. So that is 35.2. Okay. So then that would be 16. When that is 33.2. How many do we have left? Okay, it's not that many left. It's fine. Hello, T-Cap. Good morning. How are you doing, bro? Cakez hates cats? I don't hate cats. Why? No, I don't care about cats. I think they are worse than dogs, but who cares?
No original ideas, balloons, steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge, no games released, no good text, no.
Okay, let's see. This is the new round.
Fuck off, stop streaming, okay, champ.
These guys are easily able to beat them. Now there's a bunch of crawling skeletons coming. Let's see how the round plays out. Okay, so it's definitely getting difficult. But we are still able to beat them. So it's all good. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now we get a new level. We can get a new ability. And this is on round 10 is when I want to draw another... not to draw, I want to spawn another red silver 1. So spawn frequency doesn't matter, and it starts at 0. And then after that I want to introduce undead rats. That will be the... And then they need to have a frequency of 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Let's test 3 seconds. And they start 10 seconds in. Maybe. And then let's get rid of this for now. Okay, let's see. So this is only 5 enemies for this round, but this is introducing enemies that attack me. And maybe it should be a different type of enemy. I don't know. We'll have to see. First the rat. What do you guys think? Also, I did not get a drop. Oh wait, I have to... Oops. They are pretty much cats with beating sticks. I've been watching some of your videos for the past months. Thank you for beautiful Thank you, beautiful creature, and keep it up. Hey, hi, I'm Paco. That's awesome to hear. Thank you very much, man. I wanted to upgrade from OpenGL, but this shit is so ass. I feel like I'm writing a graphics driver, so needlessly complex. Yeah, that's why DirectX is better. Yep. Indeed, my friend. Okay, so this is where... Let me see. In-game? Chest drop. Chest open. How much? Wait, no. Drop items. So, item drop. What is the problem about him watching my channel? I don't understand. Why are you guys laughing? What is it? What's the problem here? Huh? Okay, so if I have to add more kills to make it more than a close. So we have 35 kills. The drop chance is 60. Okay, so we basically need to add about 60 more kills to this to get to 100% drop chance here. Well, to be completely sure in this, we need to add 50 at minimum, 50 more enemies before this rat spawns, because based on the kills you will most likely get a drop. No, why? Thank you very much for following. And Nam3V, Nam7V3, thank you very much for following too. Superco has spent 0 minutes watching this channel. 25 days. How long did LolBoy spend? What is the problem? I don't understand. Watch time? Rico has spent 12 days. 25 days. I don't understand what the problem. What's the problem? Sturdy pose, iffy 23. We got some big supporters here, man. LolBoy 29 days. I see, so he's the highest. Aha. I wonder who's the highest actually. What about Azen? Did Azen not do this? 27 days on Azen? That's not much actually, is it? Huh. Collector of stuff, 29 days? Big supporter, wow. Guys, every time I'm online, I'm watching too, so that doesn't count. 29 days, the edge. You make me leave too much? What? You make me leave too much? What? Guys, can you guys stop? Okay. Anyways, let's continue. So we need more kills before this unit comes here, before we get this guy. So I can design the rounds a bit better. Round 10. We can make a fun round. We can start with rats, again, with fast rats, a lot of fast rats. Basically 2 paths of fast rats, aka 60 rats. So, oops. So 30 here. And 30 here. And then we start them on 0 point something. Path index 1. And this one starts on 0. 30. And then the spawn frequency, I think 0.6 might be a bit much. But okay. 0.3. And then we also have 0.6. So that will be our 60 rats. And then if we do 0.6 times... Let's see. 0.6 times 30, that is 18 seconds. Then we need to spawn the silver rat at 20 seconds. And we spawn the undead rats on 36 seconds. I wonder when they started counting. When I started using Botrix Official to do my chat overlay. let's see. I think that's it, guys. Why did I close the game, though? There we go. Okay, my brothers. It's time. Let's see what it looks like when I play like... Wait, 65? Oh, wow, that's so easy. Wow, look at these guys. They are... Oh, wow. I'm actually losing because there's so many. Kills 49. How? Oh, because I'm dividing by the average team level, which is 5. So I'm dividing the kills by 4. I have actually 199 kills. So it's... Well. We probably need more enemies coming to make sure. Okay, I want to make sure that I drop an item here to give the player something good. So round 10, let's say we spawn 40. But I think 30 was already good on both. So I'll probably have to go back to round 9 and make that a bit more fun. So basically we can do 40 here. And then we just spawn them on 42. And then 43. Like that. So that will give more. Okay. Well, we did get a drop, but I'm gonna reset the game. So that we can test it again. Let's see. Nice! We're making good progress, guys. I'm happy. So that would be the first level. What do you guys think? 10 rounds for the first level? For those of you who played the game, right? For those of you who played the game. 10 rounds for the first level. What do you guys think? And then the last round... Okay, so... Cakez father is bad. We are tired of the first level. 10 is fine. I feel like I need to make these rats a bit faster. They are freaking slow, man. Sorry, but I'm gonna make this silver. They are so slow. It really bothers me how slow they run. I need to make them at least like 30.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Genus Nymphicus just subscribed.
I spent the past year.
Blah 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 blah.
Oh my god!
I am under the water.
Mr. Genus Nymphicus, thank you so much for the support, man. What a nice person. I really appreciate it. 17 months. Thanks very much for subscribing, man. And you're even using the TTS feature. That's nice. Alright, so we made it better now. And then over here, we can get rid of this. So that's our first item. Let's see what we get. Of course, we get the sword here. We always get that first. And then I'm gonna add that here too. Also, guys, I made shield orbs scale with attack speed. So the shields fly faster the more attack speed increase you have. Wait, you have a construction next to your super crew? Damn, that sucks. How long are they gonna be there? Did Bloom die along with OpenGL Cakez? Yes, it did. I can add it back in. It's not a big deal, but I feel like I don't want to at the moment. Especially since the gameplay is more important. Like, I can add it in over the weekend or something. I don't feel like adding it in on stream because I don't think it would be... Like, we've done Bloom multiple times. We don't need to add it back in. Or do you guys want to see how I do Bloom on stream? It's another technical stream. I would like to do more game development streams. Making Bloom is not game development. And I got a warning from Twitch if I really want to send this previous message. Really? What? Oh wow, I'm losing. Hey, dude, no. How am I losing? Make gameplay? No, just release your game, yeah. Well, I can't release my game yet, bro. You know that, right? Because it's not in the correct state yet. Right, what do we get here? See, guys? This is what you couldn't get before. The Iron Sword. You will now find items that take place over other items. I can choose one of these two items. And if I choose this item, then I only have one slot open. But there will be two slots to fill. There will be two items that can potentially drop. So if I choose the Rusty Sword next, then I can't get the Withered Scimitar, which gives me bleed damage. The only way. Where's the skip option? The option to skip will take in money, but I will probably add that in as meta progression or something. Because you can already choose. You slowly build up to this. Okay, so now this guy can get the Iron Sword and get into... Oh, wow. Why does it say more attack speed? Oh, because it's 4%. Alright, let's see. You get this too. Make a Diddy sword? What are you talking about, man? Bloom is not game development? No, TCAP, because the gameplay is not how it looks. It's how it feels, how it plays. Players have no clue that selecting one means the other option is gone. Players will notice that at some point the weapons are full, and I will introduce the blacksmith fast enough so that the players don't get too confused. I will probably literally already unlock the blacksmith after the first or second map. Make a parry shield that has chance to return damage based on level. What do you mean, which level? If it's the Tangy level, then that's a bit OP. I don't like tying things to the Tangy level because that will make things too overpowered when you first place them. Hello, Jova, my man. Good morning. Just an idea? Yeah, it's a good idea. You have really good ideas, bro. The only downside is that, again, like, I don't want to tie stuff to levels because then the early game is too easy on most maps. Okay, round 7. Another item drop. Okay, we get the eye patch this time. Get that twice. Ah, so now we already get the armored units. Now, I'm deliberately not using the mage, by the way, guys. I'm just using the defender for now. Does FPS seem low to anyone else? Yeah, I think it is the VSync option. For me, the FPS is fine, but I think the VSync option of DirectX sucks. Like, super cool. What do you do in your games for DirectX? Do you lock the FPS to a certain counter and then you just sleep on the main thread? Or what do you do? Okay, so this is round 9. Oh wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of units. Okay, now that we get this. Cool. Nice. Nice. Oh. Would you look at that? There we go. So now they get level up. And this is... No! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. Didn't actually mean to press loading. I meant to press saving. Why did that red stop moving? Which red are you talking about? If the red stopped the animation, then that's because I have a debug build and I want to be able to debug the animations. Bottom right red. Oh, so you mean me. Ha ha ha. Isn't your Twitch channel in a way a form of marketing? Yeah, but it's only marketing to the same people every day. About. Unless I would be really, really big streamer. It's about the same every day. The same audience. Hello there, Seas Flame Out. Long time no see, bro. Really long time no see, man. There we go. So, do I get 100% drop this time? Let's see. What is the drop chance for this time? 54. So, it's not 100%. Okay, guys, we need to add a couple more enemies to the rounds before to make sure that we have more than 100% here. And so I need to add probably at least 20 to 30 more enemies somewhere in the rounds before. I will most likely get a drop here, but I want it to be 100%. So yeah, I didn't get a drop right now. Which means in one of the previous levels... Round 9, I think I like round 9, that's nice. Round 8 feels good too. But we can add more easy rats on round 8, that's fine. Yeah, round 8 is nice. Round 8. Just normal rats. Instead of 30, let's do 50. What does that look like? Yeah, and then they spawn. Okay. Which means right now we need to reset again. See, this is what I said, guys. This is game development. We reset the game all the time. We keep replaying. Trying to make the game better. Trying to make it feel good. Create an experience that an average Joe will have. You should animate the shadows on the trees. No. We'll not animate anything. It's not needed. Yova, we have literally looked at a game that looks like this today. Let me show you a screenshot. There's not even shadows below the characters. There's not even shadows below the desks. Nothing. And they have earned $28,000 in the first month. It's not that important. I like these examples. They're very inspiring. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Making a good game is more important than this. They have emotion in the game, Cakes, or don't? They do, yeah. In the stuff. Yeah. Do you think it's just a parameter? Yeah. So I asked you, Superco, what did you say? You said... So what about VSync? Did Cakes play the dog game yet? What is the dog game? I don't use sleep for manual FPS limit. I think as the Windows scheduler wake up, as the Windows scheduler may wake up the process too late. Okay, but then how do people limit FPS? What do they do? There's got to be a way. People love simulator games. Yeah, people do love them. Yeah, that's true. But listen, a good game where there's a lot of people that like the game is still a good game. And we looked at the game and we found out that even if it was, let's say, even if this game has the simulator boost, a good game is still different. There's still a difference between a simulator game that is good or better than a bad simulator game. You can still make a bad simulator game. You will have the simulator boost, but if it's a bad game, then that won't do much for you, if that makes sense. So ultimately, it is about making a good game. And you should focus on that most. I just saw the process with a while loop that queries the execution time. I made this day one of my engine basically. I have to investigate some other better methods someday. I see. So you're just while looping. I wonder if that's a good thing to do. Bad simulator game, awkward monkey. I mean, your game loop is okay. So I don't think it's that bad, considering the time you spent on it. I think that's actually good. Okay, what do we get here? Iron sword. Oh man, the iron sword is nice. It's quite rare. But I'm gonna get this for sure. Let's get that. I barely have a game. Yeah, and you have a gameplay loop. And you have how many people bought your game, Shade 11? I'm pretty sure that's more than most people. Shade 11 made a game on Steam in 1 week. No, in a weekend, and he sold 80 units. If you wanna, you can link it, by the way. You can link it. Then I can show you. I can show a chat. Okay, wait a minute. We get this. And these guys are really strong. Nah, okay, 86. Oh, 86, good. He didn't get a payout yet. You need $100 to get a payout, I think. Or something like this on Steam. And how about your other game? How did that sell? Shade 11? How many units did you sell on the other game? I'm assuming the other game didn't sell as much as Obesity Simulator. 9, yeah. So why do you think that is? You spent longer on the other game, didn't you? Okay, guys, we are getting close. We will get another item in round 7. I think this is good. You guys think that 10 rounds is too little? Should we do 20 rounds for the first game? For the first... what is it called? Whatever that's called. Okay, let me see. What do we get? We can choose different weapons. So now we have, I think, 2 weapons, right? That we can get. 2 weapons? Excuse me. And 1 armor piece is what we can get. 100 rounds. No, yeah, I want to do 100 rounds on the... whatever that's called. The other game, I thought I would get more. You know what I think the problem of the other game is, Shade 11? People don't know what the game is about. All I can see is that you're running around a map and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I can't really tell what's going on. While on the Obesity Simulator, you actually have to constantly think what items to click. So basically what to consume and what to avoid. So that gameplay loop in and of itself is already more engaging just by looking at it. Is this Godot? No, this is C++. So? How many levels will your game have on release, you think? Sees Flameheart asks. I think I will have 3 biomes and maybe 5 levels for each biome. Something like that. I don't know. So then that would be 3 bosses. And we will probably start with the what is it called? My god! What is this? That's a forest. I don't know. The forest biome first, then we go to ice, and then we go to the undead biome, which, you know, will primarily spawn skeletal enemies and stuff like that. So this forest biome will have a lot of rats, maybe more forest type enemies. Instead of a crawling skeleton, I could have, I don't know, a goblin that is armored. So we will have goblin types enemies maybe here. And rats and something like that. And then in the next biome, the frozen biome, there will be other types of enemies that are more focused around the frozen type of thing. And then in the undead biome, we will actually have a lot of undead stuff going on. Giant rat boss when? I don't know about giant rat boss, but yeah. Your game really improved in the past few months. Looking forward to the release. Will it be Windows only? Yeah, for now, yes. For Godot, I was going for a Pac-Man type. You can't really tell what's that it's a Pac-Man type Shade 11. But I will play your game. You know, this week is a lot of work as well, but next week we could start playing more games. You know, I can start playing more of your games as well. So instead of a react when we start, we can do a game that we play in the beginning. No, I want to play the game and I want to give you feedback. Because I think it's amazing that you put out 2 games on Steam to get feedback. Now, if you were to put a point on it, like, I'll show the games, right? But I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play. I can play both games, I guess. Obesity Simulator and then... Yeah, I don't even know what Godot means. To be honest. Shade 11. And then we have the other one, Godot. Yeah, you can't really tell what's going on here. There's so much going on, bro. That's the thing. And it's... I mean, it is minus 55. But 777, that's way too much money. Probably. So, guys, I'm gonna play this. What do you need to do in the game? What's going on, bro? So you guys, can you not tell what's going on? You need to eat food, but the healthy choices. And if you eat the unhealthy choices, you get fat. This is queso. You could have made this in queso form, by the way, Cakez fart. No, hey, Shade 11, you can redesign the game. Call it Queso Simulator. This is so good. This is so good. Give it a queso face. Hey, you can actually do this and get sales. I think you can. You can actually do this. No, you can. I'm not joking. I'm actually for sure. So for those of you who don't know, Queso is this guy. And there's a bunch of jokes about him being fat. Okay? And so you can basically turn this guy into Queso, keep the same game, the actual same game. I could, but I don't feel comfortable. Then you rename it to Queso Simulator. Upload it. And if Queso finds it on stream, I guarantee you get it minimum 100 sales, if maybe not more. Because people are gonna play it for fun. And if it's like if it's a €1 game, 100%. But only if Queso sees it. So you would have to post it on his Discord to react to. I think you would react to it. Oh my god, it's a joke, bro. It's a running joke on his streams, you stupid. Queso would probably find it if it was on Edge. Yeah, if it's also on Edge, he could find it too, yeah. I will do it for sales. I think you can do it, actually. I think you can. Oh my god, you guys are so dumb. It's insane. So anyway, so that's the game, right? The obesity simulator. But you can tell what you're about to do in the game. In this game, you can't really tell what's going on. That's the problem. Like, not a single image shows you what the game is about. Okay, I mean... And then, yeah, you can see that enemies are following you. But it feels like you can't do anything against that. Shade games equals brain rot. No, he's trying to make games, which I find amazing. So what is the problem? I think, though, like, also this is way too long, by the way, 2 minutes, but yeah. These are low effort ones, yeah. And listen, you shouldn't feel bad. If anyone says anything bad in chat, I'm gonna ban them. Can we make games about you? Yeah, but no one cares about me, so you would be wasting your time. You compare, let's say, okay, let's say 190, 200 viewer stream to someone that has 60 to 70,000. So no one cares about me, but everyone knows Queso. So you can make a game about me, but no one would play it because no one knows me. I feel like you would be wasting your time. I could take a look at it, but everyone knows this guy. No, guys, that's just the truth. That's just a fact. It's not sad. That's just a fact. So you would just be wasting your time. The goofy games are sometimes the ones who are very successful. Yeah, they are sometimes. That's true. T. Hov, thank you very much for following. Real skin color? True. I mean, I'm pretty sure it gets that red when you eat really badly. Okay, so round 9. Let's see if we get a chest drop on round 10. So, well, we killed a lot of enemies. Oh, Kinemon, thank you very much for following too, bro. What a giga chat, bro. What a giga chat. Good, I like this, that these guys are stronger. Level up, so now level 5 is unlocked. Okay, scope P, 5-minute break. Okay, bro. Aha! But I need to know the drop chance. I need to know what the numbers look like. I can't just say, okay, I got a drop, I got lucky. It needs to be 100%. We need to have enough enemies killed at this point that we definitely get a drop. It can't be a percentage, it needs to be a drop. 59. I don't think that's enough because the drop chance, the maximum drop chance is 60. So basically 1 plus 59 is 60. So the random integer that we are running, which is generated here, is a value between 1 and 60. So we are guaranteed to have a drop. But if someone leaks enemies, it's no longer 100%. So I would need to add more enemies somewhere before spawning this red. So I think I will try to redesign this round. It is 65 enemies, round 10. I'll probably spawn 40 fast reds. Or maybe I spawn 30 fast reds and then I'll spawn in... Start with 10 kill count? No, that's not how it works. Do you have a game.h or is everything in the game source file? I do have a game.h. I need it actually. Cakes also don't ban if they insert the game. It is kind of the point. Yeah. Okay, fine. Cakes, if you want more chest drops, increase the drop rate. Why are you making the game harder? I'm not making the game harder. The fact right now, what I'm working on is making the game easier or giving you more options, more chest drops. This game, like this mode right here, when compared to the original mode that is on Steam, or was on Steam, because I privated the demo, this one had 2 chest drops, 3 chest drops actually, and in this mode we already had 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th chest drop. So we will have 1 more chest drop than before. Reskin color. Need to make an AI game. I'm really interested what type of games Null Exception is making, what type of AI games. Maybe I can be inspired by that. That sounds really interesting. I feel like I need to spawn this a little later, huh? But even then... Round 8. I think I'm already spawning way too much. It's not safe for work slop, bro? I would assume, yes. I'm pretty sure. Like, that's what I was assuming as well. We make other games using AI that are not safe for work. Interesting. I'm torn between keeping it this way, but then sometimes some people will get unlucky. You draw this all yourself? Yeah, most of it. Like, this is all drawn by me, everything you see here. But there are some sprites that I've taken from the internet that are in other scenes. I haven't drawn everything in the entire game. There are a couple of sprites taken from the internet as a replacement or as placeholders for the future. Genuine question: are you making a TD game because you love 2D, or is it a decision that you made based on scope/skill level? I made a TD game because I wanted to make a TD game, yes. It was originally inspired by a hentai game, a tower defense hentai game that was really good. And I could no longer play in Europe. You would have to use a VPN to log into some Japanese website, and I didn't want to do that. And then it turned into this game over time, because I didn't just want to copy the other game. I wanted to make my own game, and I wanted to have items. You didn't have any items in the other game. So the moment I started having items in the game was when I deviated, and the moment I started deviating is when problems started arising. It looks more like Bloons? Yes, because Bloons is a heavy inspiration for this. Yes, it is. And again, I started deviating. So after about 6 to 7 months in the game, I started adding items. That's when I started deviating. And the original game completely disappeared and it's no longer there. Anyways, I need... This is 50, this is 40, this is 30. I mean, I can spawn some lower rats in between the two, I guess. So we can have some just normal rats. And only, let's say, like 5 or 10. 0.3. 0.3 times 30. No, wait. 0.6 times 30. That's 18 seconds. So we do 1.2. And then you spawn them on... Wait, and if I'm starting on path 1 and they start on 0, then I should start on 0.3. And then over here, yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then for this guy, which is dot path index is 1, I will start on 0.6, I think, or 0.9. 0.6, I think. Well, I suppose this one's just 0 and this one's 0.6. What does that look like in the editor? So this should definitely be enough. Huh? Wait, what? Did I add this multiple times? I didn't mean to do that. That's not good enough. Never mind. So we'll do... I'm just gonna add some random numbers here, 1.8. Cakes? What do you mean? No, he saw balloons and thought it was boobs and played it with the hopes of finding them. Huh? Readability is fixed by comment sections. Scopes, etc. tests are not essentially for a one-person game. Maintainability, the idle IDE tells you where things are breaking in error messages. Good morning, Cakes and chat. Good morning, Farmer. Hope you're doing good, bro. All that hentai stuff got me thinking you're like Marnix alter ego. Bro, that's so long ago. Like, that's like... Let me lie. 6 to 7 years ago? Something? Okay. Round 10. Let's see. Also, wait. Sorry about that. The silver red, I want this to spawn at 28, and then undead red, I want to 28. 6 plus 8 is 44. There you go. Okay, it didn't actually gave me the thing. In-game chest open. There we go. I need to know the actual percent when dropping. Wait, no, it's not in-game. It's item drop. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. There's a major spelling mistake. Where? Come on! I'm happy, man. I'm finally working on gameplay again. There we go. So 64%. This right here is the percentage value or the number value that we add on top of 1. So that's 65 out of 60, which means we have a 100% drop chance. The lower this number is, the lower the drop chance. If this is 30, then we have a 50% drop chance. Only streamer I've ever seen who uses breakpoints? Really? No way. Lazy Dev, thank you so much for following, my man. Good morning, bro. How you doing, man? There we go. So we got our next item. Aha. And what now? Aha. Okay. So this, by the way, I want to be able to find these items. Only tier 1 items. Cakez is lazy dev. Okay, bro. I only ever met one guy who uses breakpoints. No, you guys are lying. Absolutely. You're wrong. You're lying. That's no way. Like, everyone uses breakpoints. Why would you not use a breakpoint? I don't understand. Well, is using breakpoints terrible? Hey? Breakpoints are for the weak will. Oh, I see. It's another stupid thing that programmers pretend on. Okay. So, guys, this is round 10 done. Should I stop the level here and say, hey, you won this level? That's it. A lot of web developers just don't use them. I mean, web developers I can understand. If it's on the front end, it's a little bit more difficult to do, but it's still possible, but it's annoying, yes. Yes, I never coded. Yeah, bad practice. No, it's not terrible. Just prefer print statements. Really? Breakpoints are for pussy. Huh? You dumb? Wait, really? I think they should be normal, but I use print statements often. Really? They keep pausing your program for no reason. Why would you want... Let's say you have a bug, you want to see the data? Sometimes print statements aren't enough. Sometimes you just gotta crack it open and see the state. Of course they are good. I will keep using them. I just don't understand what these guys are talking about. Sorry, but not using brainpoint is kind of... Yeah, you're right, Mr. Magets up. Wow, what a funny joke by Iffy who wrote in chat. Should I read this message that he put in my chat here? Every line in Cakez code is a breakpoint because this game will break when it gets to that point. Getting rage baited. I think it's rage baited. Yeah, 100%. Lemao, good one. Real man, print the codes on dot matrix pointers and analyze the code line by line. Okay, of course, breakpoints are useful in many cases. Makes no sense not to use them. Yeah, I think these guys are dumb. 100%. There's no way you don't use breakpoints. So, guys, I'm gonna play level 10, round 10 again. Tell me what you think looking at this. This is about introducing enemies that deal damage. Okay? Look at it. What do you... Well, first we have a bunch of enemies coming. There's a lot of enemies coming. And they're almost getting through here. And this is where enemies spawn that deal damage. What do you guys think? Just by looking at it. Give me some feedback here. I thought breakpoints were from when you're gonna take a break and need to remember where you left off to make sure the program wouldn't go on without you. No way you would think that. There's no way you think that, man. How do you get life back? I'm thinking about introducing an enemy that makes it more obvious. It can die to the damage, yes, but I'm making it so I will program it in a way where it is impossible to die. It can't die.
Shoot yep.
It cannot die from the damage. That's what I will do. Make a hard mode where the enemies deal damage. Casual players won't like this mechanic. I don't know. Then there's no point in healing. Well, this is supposed to be the introduction of the mechanic. This is not supposed to be the mechanic in action. This is the first time someone encounters this. And I haven't actually... Maybe I should make a level about this. Like the level starts with the healer placed. I thought... Give me a second. Tower gets healed per round. Yeah, they get healing per round too. Add damage later when you introduce the healer. Okay. So I think then the first map will conclude here without enemies, introducing enemies that deal damage. And then in the next round, we introduce the healer. What happens? What if enemies can stun or slow tangerines instead of hurting and killing them? With an optional mouse cursor mechanic to make the effect go away faster. It's gonna be loud now, guys. Because my wife has to do it right now. Of course. Ooh, we got a tier 2 item. Look at this, guys. Nice. Physical damage attacks with effect. Are the healing numbers visible? The healing numbers visible. They should be visible, right? Because they look good. That's actually a good point. I don't think I have healing numbers. No. Yeah, that's good. Iron sword sounds better than crude sword. Is it? Is iron sword a better word than crude sword? Yes. So this should be an iron sword. And the crude sword should be... A crude sword shouldn't look that good, Immo. Okay, fine. Is Zoe walking around yet? Yeah, she can crawl around. Like not on all fours, yes, but not on like she can't stand yet. But she's close. She's getting really close. Crude equals bronze. Oh, I see. So then what type of sword should this be if I have the iron sword already? Wait, let me spawn an enemy. If this is the iron sword, platinum, I think that's steel. Oh, steel is a good idea. Crude is better than a rusty sword, Cakes. Okay. I want this to be the iron sword. What about like still an iron sword, but it's like a chipped sword or something? Lass mich das hier später machen. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna rename it to steel sword then, instead of crude sword. This right here. The crude sword, it will be steel sword then. This will be steel sword. I already have a broadsword. This is what the broadsword looks. This is the broadsword. No, this is Gladius, I think. This is Gladius. And then this will be steel sword here. Yeah. Okay, so this is steel sword. Fine. Let's find that. Crude. No, wait. How do I search? Slash crude. What about a toy sword that does nothing except making blue noises? Okay.
Thank you, Pikachu's glitch, for 100 bits. Cheer 100 Zoe.
My man, thank you so much for the support, bro. I really appreciate it, man. No, Zoe, that's my tastatur in English. You can't do that. Okay, so this will then be steel. Wait, I have a steel sword already. I guess I'll get rid of this then. I had a steel sword already? Okay, where's the first one? Tier 2 items. Huh? Yeah. Zeus. Okay, tier 2 items. So crude sword here, that's the steel sword then. Steel sword. She said I'm not even one and I can code better than you, Dad. She did not say that. So. Okay, so this is the steel sword. Then. Item type sword. Sprite item crude sword. This will be steel. And then this will cause an error because it's now called steel sword. Nice. And this will be steel. And then string. Oh, I see. I already had ice pane? Okay, so that was bad. Get rid of that. And then string crude sword, we changed that to string steel sword. Cool, thank you guys. Do you realize she's going to say that at some point in the next 5 years? She will not say that. Steel. Cool. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate the big help with this. I thought, since I'm not natively English, that crude is better than an iron sword. But I guess crude is a bad name for a sword. Like, it's a weak sword. We can still have a crude sword in the game, but maybe as like a tier 1 item, right? As an additional tier 1 item that you can unlock later on, and then you can exchange that on the blacksmith. That's what the idea is about. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. Now we have steel sword. Eh? Okay, I mean, something broke here. Crude equals grob raw. I see. Rusty, crude, flimsy, all over. All are lower quality. Okay, I see. What was your intention with crude? Cruel? No, I thought crude was just a higher name. I didn't know that it meant grob raw, which is, yeah, I guess crude, huh? Okay, steel sword. I don't know why it didn't work before. I don't know why I get an index out of bounds. Oh, I know why. Because I removed an item, of course. And then obviously the data shrank because I now have less items in the game. I get it. Crude oil is like raw oil. I see. Okay. So like it's basically not verarbeitet in English. Well, not pounded on, if that makes sense. Anyways, awesome. Now we have iron sword, and then we can get the steel sword immediately after that. Which I feel like the steel sword should be longer then. Guys, I'll make the steel sword longer. That gives us... Yeah, we'll do that. Look at this. We'll do this. Right. Is that too long? I mean, the Gladius is just as long as this. 32 pixels. Oh man, it looks really good here in the lower preview. Ship first, balance later. Ooh, Gandalf the Grey with some deep-seated knowledge? Really? Is that good knowledge here? Steel sword? Well. Do you say it like that? I'm sorry if you don't. Just... Oh. Huh? Wait, what? Bruh. Oh, I see. Oof. Yeah, 100 and... It starts... 208? No, wait. 1008. Mm-hmm. Thoughts on Dark Blade Ascent Cakez? They have good numbers for a game launched in February. I don't have any thoughts yet, but we can look at it in a second. Okay, guys, there we go. Steel sword. Oh, also, I need to add in this one important thing. You can see here. I'll show you in the preview. You see how the Tangerine is holding the sword like this? When I preview the steel sword, I hover over the steel sword. You see how the handle for the sword, where it's basically in the top left corner here, the handle moves to the left. See this? So the sword isn't really actually longer. It just is more in the middle. I can actually change that. by adding in something that is called... Where's this? Weapon size. And I think a weapon size of 4 would be good here. Talking about games, have you played Randy's new game? Demon Daggers? Demon Daggers. What else do we have? Is it weapon size or weapon distance? What about 8? What about AT? Is it even used? Huh? It's not used anymore? Wait, what? I thought this was used. Just ignore. I'm not ignoring the question. I'm focusing on a problem right now that takes brain power to solve. And so I'm not ignoring the question. I'm just focusing. Okay? I don't want to ignore any question, but I can't just spin here, spin there, spin all of the time. Focus on this. Focus on these nuts. Listen, man, I'm gonna read that in a second, okay? Why do I not use it? Update weapon. Because I was so proud of this, and I implemented that, and now it's gone. It bothers me, okay? Have you seen that? Have you seen that? No, I haven't! Weapon data, point angle, position. Weapon dot weapon size. But had not draw tray, you dumb. Weapon size is 0. It's the iron sword. Oh, I see. The preview doesn't actually take the weapon dot weapon size, is it? What about the preview weapon? It's only drawing it, right? I see. So I get it now. It actually is implemented, but not in the preview. I understand. So what I wanted to show was steel sword. So steel sword, and then I wanted to show a weapon size of 12, or let's say make it really obvious, right, what it is. Watch this, guys. How do I do that? I'm gonna cheat some money. You see how this moved away? And now when I change the weapon size to, let's say, 4, it moves back. You see that? And so now what I'm trying to build is a somewhat accurate position of the hand on the base position, so that the sword swing is always around this pivot point. It's like an offset in the direction of the rotation of the sword, if that makes sense. So I think 4 is good. Somewhat, okay, yeah. So then the swing looks more natural. If you don't have this, I'll show you what the swing looks like when you go in the other direction and you do it wrong. Watch this. If you do it wrong, then it looks like the sword is too close. And when it swings, it looks too close to the user. You see this? And also, it doesn't actually reach where it's supposed to swing. It's further away. So basically, I think that's cool, okay? It's a forehead sword. So yeah, that makes it look more natural. The only downside is I need to have a pixel padding here. If I don't, the sword looks deformed because of my rendering canvas size. And that's why you get this hiccup. You don't notice it really, but there's a small little hiccup when he flips the sword from left to right. This is perfect. The swing here for this one is perfect. The swing for this one is a little hiccup. There's a snap at the end of the travel there. Yes, the snap comes from... basically, that's the snap that you see. Right? This is the snap that you see. Because it's flipping left and right. That's what's happening. I can't do anything about it. Because this sword has an uneven size in X direction. It is actually 9 pixels wide. If I draw it in 9 pixels, I'll show you what it looks like in 9 pixels. So it's the size of 10 with 1 pixel padding. If I do 9 pixels, this is what it looks like in the menu. Let me get some money here. Wait. Then we obviously also have to do this. This is what it looks like in the menu. Obviously, it looks... we have like this left little thing. In the menu, it looks bad, essentially. But I guess in-game, it looks okay. Don't really notice it. But yeah, here it looks bad. We can't see through it. Yeah, because I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'll show you here. There's a left little thing, and the only reason why that is here is because of this. If we were to move these away by 1 pixel, and then instead of, what is this? 208, it's 209. Here, then you won't have that. Offset in the menu, no. I don't know, it's the position in the menu, it's UI related, I don't know how to fix. Oh my god, of course, now we have the other nipple here to the right. We have this one here now. So all in all, it just sucks, this problem. And that's why Unity generates the sprites with edges like this. That's what Unity does. It extends the sprites like this in all directions. That's what Unity is doing. If you've ever looked at Unity in a renderer, in RenderDoc or something, that's what they give you. So that doesn't happen. They extend the sprite like that, but I can't do that. I can, but yeah. You can sample the UVs from the center of the textures, by the way. That should solve it. I don't think you can. I can... So... I'm supplying texture coordinates. I'm not supplying UVs. In the shader, I mean, we can take a look. We can test if it works, for sure. Let's give it a go, right? See if it works or not. But I don't think it does. Texture coordinates is UV. Yeah, I know that. Wait. This is 208 then. So, we have this little left nipple here, right? That's annoying. And you are saying that in the GPU shader, when we sample the texture coordinates, I should do what exactly? Where is it? Repeat X, repeat Y. Here. This is when I'm loading the texture coordinates. What do you want me to do? This is texture atlas load. Add 0.5 to it. Like this? That doesn't work at all. Look at what that looks really bad. half a texel worth. So basically what I would need to do is, in this case scenario, float texel size is... I know that my screen is 19... Let's do it in 1920, right? So 1920 is in X. And my world size is in 640. So that is divided, it's 3. Texel size. So then this is probably divided by 1920, right? Is that it? If you sample a UV in the corner, you could accidentally sample the other 4, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, do I do this? That's the game size. This is the window size. Is that the texel size? And then I add half of that to X. No, doesn't work. It works in this case, but only if the size... So basically it only works if I have an uneven size. So if my sprite size is odd, I add half the texel size. If my sprite size is even, I don't. So texel size... No. It only works half the time. I'ma try linking. Yeah, but directly mapping texels to pixels. No, the problem is... The problem is we have a situation like this, bro. This is the problem here. You have done the React video and the stream title, I presumed. I have, yes. Why? The problem is that for 1 pixel in my image, I have 3 pixels on the screen. So 1 pixel gets filled into 3 pixels on, so basically 3 texels, right? Because I multiply by 3 to get to 920. So this fills into this. But the problem is, I'm moving this half. I'm slicing this in half because I'm positioning it around the center. If that makes sense. So I have a size of 9. I divide that by 2. That results in 4.5. The position 4.5. And then instead of aligning it with the pixel grid properly, it aligns it. It aligns this pixel like this. That's what's happening. Because we do minus. See this? This is minus. And so then this comes here, and here is the issue. I missed good content. That was a good, really good video. This is the issue. I'm trying to place it in between. I'm trying to place it in half a texel. Let's solve this leakage. No, the only solution would be to clamp it. So basically, the only solution for this, we can try if this works. I don't know if it does. We'll have to see. Is, and I think I already do this. Get transform. Using a sprite. And if we have a size, yeah. So basically this, and then clamping the position here. Like on the screen when you sample, basically transform. Don't I do this in the shader though? Don't I do this in the shader here? Thought I did this in the shader. Can I position? Do I have to do the individual components or can I do floor? I think then it works. Yeah, on floor. Oh wow. Then they jitter. That sucks even more. Why do they jitter? Because they're stationary? What the hell? Why do they jitter like that? That's crazy. What do the enemies look like? They are also very jittery. Wow, wow, that's terrible. Yikes. They are stressed, obviously. Need some tangy vacation, so that's bad. What if we do this here? Don't let your Changi do drugs. Yeah. Let's see what happens then. Now I do this on the CP. Okay, it is the same problem. I wonder why that happens actually. Because their position shouldn't change at all. Atlas offset is just an integer offset into the sprite atlas. That shouldn't change. That shouldn't be an issue at all. But that looks really bad. What the hell? Why? God, that's bad. How can floor F have different results sometimes? That makes no sense. I don't understand this. I mean, we could... No, that doesn't make any sense. They don't move. How can they have different positions? That makes no sense. Sorry, I need to check this right now. That bothers me. See, now we are working on something that is not related to gameplay again, man. Fuck. You know what? It doesn't matter, guys. Okay? It doesn't matter. I'm wasting my time on this every time. We are spending time on something that is not really important. I think. I don't think this is important, guys. We'll just keep it 10 pixels. Okay, I'll spend 2 more minutes. Okay? Just 2 more minutes. Draw entity. Restart round. So, what are entity.position origin? Yeah, how can this jitter? How? That's impossible. How can this jitter to the left and to the right when this is literally the same position every time? That makes no sense. It's impossible. How? Eh? No, sorry, I don't believe this. This is dumb. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Floating point rolling, but I use floor F. Shouldn't floor F be, well, floor? Or am I dumb? Is floor F not what I think it is? Does floor F not do floor F? Or something? I don't understand. I feel like entity noise. Wait. Yeah, the noise. I mean, is 0. So then when I draw the sprite here, floor is not rounding. What floor to 1? No, I don't mean round. I literally want to floor. Yes. What's flickering? Okay, so when I do transition, when I do this. Oh, I see the pivot here. Also. So basically this. When I do transform.position.x is floor F from transform.position.x. And then I do the same thing for Y. But we can only do one direction. 2 minutes is up. Yeah. We'll stop. Carbonesia. We'll stop, sir. Okay. This is what it looks like. Mr. AI and Jandro, thank you guys very much for following. Why is it not doing anything? Huh? Okay. Then it has to do... Wait, what? I see. Now. Look. They jitter. Eh? Okay, so apparently on X not, but on Y. Watch, when I do Y. Bro, you kidding me? Can you stop? I mean, this looks really bad here. Eh? Why does it work now? Yeah, now they jitter. See that? Why do they jitter now? Eh? How? What? Like nothing changed. I have a position in a noise. Like how come the resulting position? How is this changed? I can't see anything on the laptop, but I get flickering when I export integers from the vertex shader written to floats, which do not have a non-interpolation tag set, but I actually need this, for example. Index into a color array. But this is on the CPU. The float is just a perfect integer value, if that makes sense. Anyways, so it doesn't work. I don't know what it is. Flooring this doesn't seem to work at all. And so we'll just stop here. And also it looks really choppy when you do this. So I suppose we can't do this. I don't know why that happens. It's the first time I see this. RenderDoc maybe? But what would RenderDoc tell me? Really? This could have been avoided in Unity. They jitter because they're cold. Anyways, guys, it doesn't matter. What I will do from now on is I'm just gonna build swords. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how to solve it, really. Check input values and output transform values. Nah, listen, man, I'm too lazy for that. I don't care at this point. I will figure it out in the future. I'm just gonna move it back to 10 pixels and then it will work because I'm dividing it by 2. Cakez, did you remove the Tangy TD demo from Steam? Couldn't find it in store. Yes, I did remove it. I removed it so no one plays it when it's not done. Anyways, so we'll just move it back. Because we will have a small little... I think it's still fine. We will have a small little jitter. But it is how it is. I already have it downloaded. You can't delete it from my PC. No, I can't. And you can still play it. A small jitter that lives here. Yeah, so basically we will have a small little hiccup on the sword. But hey, man, I don't know. I can't make it better. It kind of bothers me, but hey, I don't think anyone will notice. Especially when it's this fast. Right, guys? What? I don't think anyone will notice, right? We'll be fine. I wonder what happens now. Oh, no drop. Okay. That's what will happen, I guess. Wait, didn't you get an area of effect? Put this on the ship with shame stack? Yeah, I will. Minus $2 from the price if you release it with just okay. How do you make level settings? What do you mean exactly type of level settings? Area of effect. Ooh, look at that. It grows together with the weapon. Look at that. Now we have a bigger one and it's reaching him too. Now they both get the attack damage boost. Would you look at that, my brothers? Would you look at this? Yeah. Nice. Hey. How many years has this been in cooking? 3 years, man. 3 years. Long years. Okay, so we're gonna end the round not with enemies taking damage. We're gonna do that in the next level, where we're gonna add in some more, let's say, undead stuff. And then this will just be the level where... Ooh, we're gonna get this here. But we'll get that. Then this one will be more duration, but not area of effect. How long is it now? 10 seconds. And then for you, you have... Oh, I don't have the duration on this. This is 9 seconds. Oh, wow, 10 seconds is actually long. Okay. So we already have our first tier 2 sword. We need more tier... we need more tier 2 swords. Is the tier 2 sword in terms of stats good though? Physical damage, attack speed, and area of effect. I feel like I always do the same thing. Area of effect, attack speed, physical damage. This one should be... Area of effect is nice for the banner. It's a support role. Area of effect, ability duration, and then maybe some damage. For the steel sword. But a steel sword is a steel sword, man. It's supposed to deal damage, not give you area of effect, man. So a steel sword can't really be used for area of effect. Don't you guys agree? I think a steel sword is more damage and maybe armor penetration, right? That's what I feel like a steel sword is. So, stat physical damage, 35. How much do I have with this steel sword here? This guy has 82. This guy has 100. How much do you get? You start from 40, then you do 55, and then you do plus 30, that is 90. What if we do... Okay, so the steel sword has 30 damage. Then it has... Stat, armor, pierce. Base value. 20% armor, pierce. And then that should make it more... What else? Armor, pierce. And... We already get a lot of range from it. Maybe that's it. Physical damage and armor pierce, only 2 stats. It's really strong. It's a strong sword. Maybe that's good enough. And then the Gladius. Where's Gladius? Here. Gladius gives us a target to attack, an additional one. Hello, Nathan Coates. Good morning. Okay, so Steel Sword is damage. Gladius is another target for AoE. And I suppose attack speed would be nice. That will be Gladius. Good. And then we need more weapons though. So Windbane would be for projectiles. So what does Windbane do? Give us another projectile maybe to shoot? That will be another shield. It will give us abilities activate faster. Okay. It will give us physical damage, but 5 less. So we don't get to the 80 mark, but we'll get another projectile. And maybe projectile speed. Yeah. I like that. So Windbane can already be put in there. What is the size of this, by the way? Whoops. It is a short weapon. 10 by 26. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's a proper size, man. Golly. Oh, Dev Spudges. Hello. Hey, bro. Yo, good morning. Hey, Dev Spudges. I have privated my demo. I have a question for you. What do you think about privating your demo when... Like, I used the demo as a playtest because I didn't know what a playtest was on Steam, so I made a mistake. 2 years ago, I released my demo before I knew what a playtest was. And then recently, excuse me, I learned about what a playtest is. And so now I privated my demo because it's not actually a demo. It's more like a playtest to get feedback. And so some people use demo versions to gain feedback, but other people use playtests. What would you do? Perfectly normal, I think, yeah? So basically I have my demo version, I put it to public to test the game, and then I put it back to private when I want to make sure that the game is in a better stage before I release the demo version again. That's normal, you say? So that's fine, the way I did it. I feel like the only problem, or what I could have done better, is a demo version also comes with the email to wishlists. And when you first release your demo, when you do that for the first time, you also notify all of your wishlisters. So I could have done a playtest maybe before that to farm a little bit more wishlists, and then when I do release the demo version for the first time, then I will have like a huge wave of people coming in, a lot of feedback, because there's many of the wishlisters, or let's say some of the wishlisters actually try out the demo. Did you know that demo what is that? Demos have the wishlist thing too. You don't even need a demo page for that. Even a normal demo will do that, like the email for the wishlists. So I feel like that's what I should have done, especially if you don't feel confident about the demo itself. Yeah, I didn't feel confident at all about the demo. I didn't feel confident at all. Bleed chance, bleed damage. Attack speed. The code scares me. I only know a little bit of C++, but can you read the code? Lotosify? on YouTube. I got to run off. Have a good one. Thank you very much for the raid, Dev Spudges. I hope you did not get a shout out. These lazy mods. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it, bro. Okay, so Gladius will be added next, my brothers. Gladius. I'm not gonna mod Rico, guys. You know that. Oh, Gladius is already there, and then we can do item Windbane as well. Windbane. Projectile speed, physical damage. Gladius is good. Gives us another target and attack speed. Steel Sword gives us damage and armor piercing, which is nice. Where's the game and where's the engine written on though? I'm confused. But I'm not modding Rico, guys. Stop. I will not do that. You know that. You know exactly why that is as well. So stop doing it. Stop asking for it. That will not happen. Alright, guys. We're gonna play again. And now we're gonna do it where we're gonna do it like that. Okay, so what about the Iron Sword, guys? Before we begin though, what do you think of, well, great. Iron Sword, my brothers. What do you think? Judging by the abilities that the Tangerine has, Iron Sword. It has 8% attack speed and 20% area of effect. Why is the Iron Sword good? Well, because if I have this ability here...
Developer.
Oh, Mr. Almeida, hello there, sir. This ability is a war banner. It gives everyone 10% more damage over 9 seconds. And when I play, this is the area of the war banner. When I get a new weapon, the war banner's size increases by 20%. The area increases. So this weapon, the Iron Sword, is good for war banner. But maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it should be like a special sword. I don't know. It's a custom engine he made based on some libraries, so no engine. Yeah, it's no engine, bro. Going to check out the game. Awesome. I can read, but I don't understand. So you mean you cannot understand that an item Icebane is a type sword, has the sprite Icebane, has the name Icebane, has the rarity uncommon, has cold damage of 30, increased cold damage of 20, increased freeze chance of 10. This should be a base, by the way. Sorry. And then has a cold conversion thing. Okay, so that's the only thing that probably is difficult to understand. Can't read shit code, so that's not shit code. Cool idea, so you get more range. Yeah, this is on the ability though. I feel like the item doesn't really fit.
Damn, this is actually looking good. Easily a mixed review / mostly positive.
Nice fire sword. Why does it look white, blue? Where? Fire sword? This is a fire sword? Wait, what? What? Fire sword? I'm making a... Oh, I see you're making a joke. Maybe a bronze sword? But I want to have a rusty sword too. I mean, maybe a rusty sword could be bleed, but we already have a rusty scimitar. That's bleeding. I don't know, I'll keep it on the rusty sword for now. It's fine. Balancing will be done later, the guy's right. So, Windbane, let's see, tier 2 items. Windbane is there as well. Cool. And then now we need to do Wolf's Bite. Wolf's Bite, this weapon. This will be a weapon that does bleeding. A bleed damage weapon. That is this weapon right here. That's bleed damage, my brothers. Bleed damage on this. So, how do we do this? I need to play this badly. How? You know, Infinite Toad. I played that until I couldn't be played anymore. You mean my game? Ooh, but I don't have enough content yet. I'm currently adding in content. We're adding in more items. Bleed. What do I need? I need bleed chance, for sure. Maybe I need to do it like 100% bleed chance. Look up Infinite Toad. Has no content at all, bro. Oh wait, someone linked this to me. Tower defense game on Steam. It has no content at all? What do you mean? It's free as well? Was it always free? I need to play this. We're gonna play this then. Cakez, can you animate the fire? Which fire are we talking about? Mr. Nahan Codes? What? Competitor is free. Yeah, competitor is free. It is. The fire in the map. You mean this right here? No. I don't want to. Yes, no. It's not needed. Stop. It's not needed. Stop. Oof, man, that's crazy. We will play this then. Yeah, I'll play this next week. Someone linked it to me anyways to play this. I'll put this on React suggestions, but I think it's already there. So this is always free, or do I have to get it now before it goes not free again? Is it always a free game? They have big skill trees. Yeah, guys, we'll figure it out. I wonder why this is free. And there's 200 people playing right now. That's great. Wait, does it have in-game transactions? Or is it like literally completely free? It's been out since 2021 as well. How does the charts look for this? It's very stable. It's going down a bit lately, but otherwise pretty stable. Yeah, looking good. It has in-game stuff on Android, so I assume it's still true. Oh, I say so. It is a microtransaction game, which is fine. So like it is not free in that sense. It is free, but it is not free in that sense. Okay, we'll still play it. Let's put it here in React suggestions. Put it here. Play this. It's good stuff. And by the way, I think we have now checkmark this. Bones, my man, thank you very much for the suggestion. Great video. Thank you very much, bro. Really good video, man. Yeah, we'll play this too. Free since 2021. It was €4 according to SteamDB. Okay, so it's been free since then I don't need to download it now. Not available. Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. All right, let's continue. Nice. Okay, so we were working on the bleed weapon here. Maybe we actually make it impactful. So what does that mean? We give it a bleed chance of 100%. This weapon will always make enemies bleed. There will always be bleeding on the enemies, and then instead of bleeding damage, it does stat bleed duration. It increases that by 30%. And then that is it. It's a bleed weapon, essentially. It enables bleed. Cakez, since you're procrastinating right now, check out Randy's game. Might be a nice YouTube/streamer lesson. What game? Can you link it? And Lotusify, thank you very much for following, man. I appreciate it, bro. Welcome, sir. Warum hast du OpenGL gewählt für die Cross-Platform-Support? I chose OpenGL earlier. Like about 2 years ago, I chose OpenGL because I thought it would be, and it was actually, because it was easier to develop my game in OpenGL. Whenever I wanted to do a graphical thing in the game, OpenGL was really easy to change, and therefore I could add in a lot of stuff like bloom, off-screen rendering, or not off-screen rendering, but rendering into different frame buffers. I learned very well. I learned the graphics API. What does that mean? I learned, how do you say that in English? I learned how to do graphics and what the different terminologies mean much more easy than in Vulkan. If that makes any sense, if I said that correctly. So basically, I didn't really know a lot about graphics programming, even though I had spent a year learning graphics programming in Vulkan. When learning OpenGL, it allowed me to focus on making graphics happen rather than learning the API in a sense. So I could learn about what is a frame buffer, what is an image, what is a texture, what are storage buffers, what are vertex attributes, how do I synchronize rendering, what about different blending modes. All of this stuff is something I was able to learn in OpenGL much faster than in Vulkan. And so I switched to that for that reason. And so I could also change OpenGL much faster. Now, once I got towards the release of the game, I released my my demo version on Steam to get feedback. I had so many issues with OpenGL, and after 2 weeks of trying to figure out why people couldn't play my game using OpenGL, I now switched over to DirectX because DirectX has much better error reporting and validation of different stuff that you do. So it validates that you use that you do draw codes correctly, or that you use render targets correctly, frame buffers correctly, stuff like that. Cakez, yeah, I'll look at it in a second. And so now that I've switched to DirectX, I've almost come full circle. So, but yeah, OpenGL was not for cross-platform support. I thought about this, yes, but the main reason was changing it. Yeah. Hey, du! Hello! Zoe can crawl, man. I literally have to be careful that she's not behind me when I'm crawling, when I'm like moving my... And she can hurt herself. Because she can ziehen am Kabel ziehen, wie ist das in English? She can pull on a cable and then accidentally the keyboard can fall off the table and on her head, for example, because she's pulling on a cable. Our job, thank you very much for following. Bro, don't let her out of your sight. Yeah, my wife's here too. So, but she should probably go into the kitchen. Accidental PC cord pulling incoming, yeah. So, Randy's got demon knives, I see. Wait, I think I actually got an email for this. Uh-oh, one user review. Uh-oh, it's over. GG's, what happened? Maybe they didn't change the game. That looks like the same game we played before. I don't think they updated the game much. You guys think they added in Bloom or here or something? Or did they have this before? Or did they add in like some different lights? One review dead. Yeah, unfortunately, what happens? No, this is probably an explosion. Die ist hier und versucht gerade ein USB-Kabel zu ziehen. Oh nein. Und sie schafft es auch. Das ist meine externe Festplatte, Zoe. Don't pull on this cord. No, die hat nichts ausgenommen. It's just funny. Getting reviews is tough. I mean, if you get to 10 reviews, like, it's not like the game is dead. They can still get to 10 reviews and the game can then still be good. But I wonder, like, since there's only one user review, you can't really see what's wrong with the game. I liked playing the game. I actually played it for a long time. But maybe that's not enough? We have 37 and feels bad, man. Yeah, what game do you have, you guys? The thing is that someone as big as Randy couldn't even get 10 reviews from his loyal fans. Oh, that ties into... Let's see, do we have the YouTube link here? I don't think they changed the game, though. That's the problem. I think... See, I think what the problem is with this game is that they put out a demo... And they never updated the game after the demo, so they never changed it in a meaningful way. So people have played the demo already, they know what the game is about, so they don't buy it. Because they don't need to. Because they already have played the demo. Good for me, when I'm looking from the outside in, I don't see anything new here. I could be mistaken, but it looks like it's the same. Right? So, yeah. And I don't know, did he do a YouTube video of him releasing the game, though? Let me see. Randy YouTube? Randy Game Dev YouTube. I don't think he did. No, he did not. So he did not. So, yeah. That's also like maybe they just didn't want to advertise it because they just wanted to release it, see how it goes. I don't know. But I mean, the game is not dead, right? The game is only truly dead when after 10 reviews nothing happens. But you could still make it work, but I guess they don't want to move on to a new game. That's what it looks to me. I mean, it's fine, right? Publisher balls, yeah. That's funny. I wouldn't call it abandoned. Maybe it is, but I mean, it is a game. So can you call it abandoned? I mean, abandoned game, yeah, but it's finished. So that's good. And I don't know about the other games, but this game is at least finished. All it takes is one snowball to start rolling, yeah. It's called The Other Side. Oh, I forgot your game. Yeah, let me see here. Might as well. The Other Side. Like, judging from the game... That's a bad name, bro. That's a bad name. The first thing that I see is... Hugh Jackman lyric song? Moved by rhythms? Spotify song texter... So I can't even find your game because the name overlaps with something else that is more popular. So now I literally have to do Steam, which is bad, by the way. I think it's really bad. Again, but maybe it works. I don't know. Maybe it can work for some other games, but I've seen this twice now. Let's see, Tangy TD. Yeah, TD. Yeah, I mean, I guess it shows up here. Should be. Okay. Let me see here. Embark on a chilling co-op adventure the other side. Wait, is this the same as Phasmophobia? It looks similar to Phasmophobia. When I scroll down, do I see Phasmophobia? Wow, same genre, yep. I'm good. Damn, I'm good, bro. Holy. I don't know, looks okay to me. What are people complaining about? That looks okay. Looks like a great start, bro. Let's say it's Phasmophobia-like. That can be a good thing. What are people saying? 94, that's also good. 27 hours, 9 hours. Yeah, hey, man. Looks like you guys have something here. 3 hours. Let's get a negative review. So these numbers are all good, by the way, on record. When you have these numbers as reviews, that's good. The playtime here. I want to see what was the review time. Only 2 negatives. Eh? Oh, it's not my language. Oh, 4 hours. So on controller he gets disconnected. Okay, so basically your controller support sucks. In German. And then the other side. Oh, this is also German. Product refunded. Only 3 maps. The layout is kind of bad. Maybe they are a bit too big, the maps. Okay, maybe there's some balancing issues. Maybe it looks a little monotonous. I mean, there's an ad. Oh. Yeah, I've seen Schedule 1. It's amazing. Both. Who played it? Who played it? Queso played it, and who's the other one that played it too? Queso and XQC as well. Yeah, like that's huge. Yep. Like these types of games. Yeah, I mean, so if you want Queso to play your game, make a game like where you build up your own shop or you build up your own empire. And you make the game good, then it's very likely that they are gonna stream it, because these are good streaming games. Let's say like the Pokemon or it wasn't Pokemon, right? But the card shop simulator, like when you open up packs, that one, like Queso played that as well. What was the game called? The Queso, like the card, was that shop simulator? Or is a card shop? TCG card shop simulator, this one? Yeah, 36,000 reviews. What do you think? How much of an impact did Queso have on the success of this game? Probably massive impact. That's probably Queso playing the game here. And then he stopped. Because he was done. I mean, you can even Google this, right? Queso card shop. TCG. 4 months ago? Yep, sounds about right. October? 4 months ago? Yeah, sounds about right. YouTube Queso. 5 months ago? Yeah, sounds about right. So that's Queso. Queso likes simulator games and horror games, but most streamers like simulator and funny multiplayer games. So, for example, the reason why, and that's also, what is it called? Content? Not content. What is it called again? Something with C. Maybe it shows up here because it's big. No. CO? What was it called again? Why am I so dumb? Why do I always forget this? Schedule. Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, it's at the top. What if I type in S? Stardew Valley wins. Okay, SC. Oh, wow. Screen Cat? 1K reviews. I mean, okay. Scream Collector. Peak 24-hour players. Followers 800. Why do I not see the reviews? Anyways, so that's... Oh, maybe because I have to scroll down. Whatever. It is how it is. I don't see it because the site is too big. This is a simulator on how to make money and be a drug lord, right? So that's really cool. What libs do you include for using making C++ game? STB image to load PNG files and free type to load true type font files. Blade GPS, thank you very much for following. 138k, 80,000. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's also, again, this is also because Queso, oh wow, 400,000 players all-time peak 2 days ago. This is also because Queso is playing this game and he has like 70,000 viewers. It's ridiculous. This insanity. Yeah, it is. And the thing, I think the reason why Queso makes games so successful is because he has a way of making almost anything entertaining and fun to watch because he's so funny and likable. I don't think there's a, at least for me, I've never seen a person more likable than Queso. And funny at the same time. Like not a single person on planet Earth. And so when he plays a game, he just makes you want to play the game too, because it's just like the environment is so different. Pretty much every streamer played it. Yeah, I mean, at some point streamers pick it up, but as far as I heard, Queso was one of the first to play it. In XQC. And so then they got a snowball rolling. But yes, now at this point, wow, it's crazy. Yeah. And yeah, it's made in Unity. And why don't I use Unity? I try to, because I wanted to make a Witcher 3 type game. It's my first game. But I never got anywhere. I was too inexperienced and I wasn't having fun. So then ultimately I switched over to C++ and now I'm having a lot more fun making the game. Making my game. It was an anticipated release, I think. Yeah, it was. I don't know. I would need to look into it more to know for sure. You're making it sound like Cakez is the only one playing these games? Yeah, I suppose I do. I mean, which is obviously not true. They got huge in Next Fest. But what I am 100% sure about is that Queso has a way of making almost anything entertaining, and so that has a huge impact on people buying or playing a game. Have you read the Game Engine Architecture book, the one written by the one guy from Naughty Dog? No, I have not. I don't think architecture, game engine I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you want to make a game, reading about game engine architecture, I don't know. I feel like you're wasting your time. I could be wrong, but yeah. You're the polar opposite of Cakez in that sense. In a way, yes. I'm very negative oftentimes. That's true. Real, just vibe code. Yeah, true. Next Fest got us 2,600 wishlists. That's awesome. Really cool. I'm hoping to get 2,000 wishlists too. I'm gonna join Next Fest when I think my game is ready to be joined. To join Next Fest. If you, I think if your goal is to make a game, absolutely. If you enjoy making your own engine, I think it's worth for sure. Yeah, so like there's always this trade-off, right? And I agree with this. If you want to make your engine, then I wouldn't waste. No, wait. If you want to make a game, then I wouldn't waste any time on engine architecture. I would just try to make the game rather than the engine. And then, but if you want to just learn how to make a cool engine, then sure. And the reason why I say this is because every game is different. Every game has their own style, if that makes sense. You're joining the next. Ah, okay. It's not the next. I want to probably join one this year. You can read it in the FH Münsterlib. I don't want to read it. I don't want to spend time reading it. The time I spent reading it, I could spend coding a new gameplay mechanic. You know? So I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. Look at this, guys. We got a tier 2 sword. Boom. Oh, wow. This guy's doing 100 deeps. Damn. Wait, 100 is good, isn't it? Is it 100? Wait, don't we have a good breakpoint on 100 damage? Let me see. So for normal rats, it takes 2 hits to kill them. For fast rats, it takes still 3 hits. Damage. Okay. Ooh, silver rats. They are not that common, so it doesn't really matter. 7 hits. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Crawler does 50 damage, 8 hits. Wow, on 100 damage? That's crazy. I heard Super Kuba's also entering the next fest in October, so you have some real competition. I might do Steam Next Fest after all, but not in October. When do you plan to do that? Super cool. You think you're not done in October or sooner? Like, how's it going? If you want to release the end of the year, best would be to join the next fest in October. I think October is a good time, DGOT Live, yeah. That might be a really good choice. Steam, yeah, Steam. Attack speed, ability duration. I am aiming to release the game in February 26th, 2026. So next year, so about a year from now. Why so specific? I don't understand that either. Why is it so specific, bro? What is it about that date? Uh-oh. Okay, guys. I want to make this ability better. I want to rename it to Scratch. And I want it to be... Yeah, Zoe just hurt herself. She's crawling on the... she's crawling on the ground and she just hit her head or something. Yikes. I want to do something like this, but bigger. I want to basically... I don't know how to do this, and so we'll probably just fail, but... Essentially, I'm gonna have something like this, big enough, and then I want to... If it's a swing, I basically want to do a... Let's do pixel perfect. I want to do a swing like... And then there will be... Swing like that, maybe? Does that look good? Thank you very much for following, Julio. Good morning, bro. G. Continues. So I want to do... Hey, I click continue. Oh, I see. And then maybe we're gonna like do add in some... Honestly, what you have made here without an engine is super impressive. Can you guys stop spamming? Can you guys stop spamming? Self-made engine games end up looking super programmer arty, and your UI and overall user experience looks super polished. Not even for your own engine, but just the game in general. Oh, my man, thank you very much. Dr. Elliot, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. Guys, stop spamming. This looks bad. And so then I want to also... Do you see this? Do you understand what I'm trying to do? So basically this will be the scratch animation. And now this will be the first frame maybe? I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks bad. Sorry. Something like that. I don't know. And this is also doesn't have the curve in it. It's really difficult to do that, bro. What? But you know, after seeing Adam C. Yunus draw all of the pixel art by hand on Prime's stream, I was really impressed. And so I want to try to do the same. Probably not to the same success, but hey, let's try, right, brothers? Maybe it will look good. If we just try hard enough. That was impressive what he did. I really like that. This guy's amazing. You know, guys? There we go. Okay, so that's the frame. And... do you use a drawing tablet? No, I don't. And then I think all we need to do... you know what? Let's just make a new sprite. Oops. Ja, was hat sie gemacht?
So, mehr als auf Knie und dann wieder zurück.
Day. I don't use a drawing tablet, no. I don't even see how... I have a drawing tablet, but I don't see how it would make me faster or better. I feel very uncomfortable. I'm not yoinking any art Firefly. I'm making my own right now. And I'm making a scratch. Like the Pokemon, but cool. Okay? Except the map art? Yeah, I took the map art, yeah. Okay, let's see. So, F3. So I'll probably just... wait, what if we do this? And then we add 2 more here. And then we also do this by 2 pixels. And then we add 2 more pixels here. And now... didn't you say he's fairly easy yesterday? Why are you struggling?
I want to
the
move
first
this
one was,
down.
yeah, because he didn't do any damage. But this one you can't see anything. And second, he's
Stretch it a
black.
bit.
Like that. Stretch that a bit. Like this. We'll fix the pixels in a second. Here we go. And now we just have to delete some pixels. There we go. Now we have to thin this out a bit. Not by much, but a bit. Right? Do we thin this out a lot or a bit? I don't know. God, that looks bad. Yikes, that looks bad. I think we need to thin it out a lot. So basically, it will just be a lot less. Ja. Okay, just curious, so it is stolen from Pokemon? It's not stolen from anything, it's from my own brain, bruh. What are you talking about? The idea is that this will look like claws. That's what I'm trying to achieve with this. Hi? Sir? Well, who am I talking to? This guy is negative anyways, so he's always negative. So who cares? He only knows how to be negative. There we go. But now we have the problem that it doesn't move down enough. And this is to these whatever that's called is. And this needs to be thinner, I feel like. So basically this thing here needs to move down a bit, so it's thinner. But then if it's thinner, there needs to be Hey guys, what does it look like? You like it? Shit. Wait, I destroyed it. Never mind. GG's. It's over. I'm done. Wait, now that looks good. Never mind, I'm actually good. And over here, we move this in as well. Okay, I think that, I mean, it's not the best. Guys, this will be a slash in the game. I feel like this sucks here. This is too low. Better. Yes. You did get pretty good in pixel art over the years, Cakez. And thanks, man. Hello, Abef. Cakez, really good looking art. Thanks, man. Thank you. And you picture. And now what? I feel like what we need to do now is just move this down. Kind of like rotate it too. Something like that. And then obviously take this and move it in a bit. And okay, then somehow make it work. I feel like it's missing one important aspect. But maybe we'll get there. I don't know. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay, in this case, guys, we're almost done. Okay. I feel like it sucks. Or I need to make the original one here just start out more like this. Or I take this, I make a new frame, and then I just take that and I start it out more like that. Like I start the attack here. Like this. And then I just, you know, rotate these up. Like that in a way. Oh my god! Damn! That's it? Slice! Hey! Cool! Okay, now just gotta fix some of these broken pixels. Oh, that looks so bad. Yikes. Oh. Oh god, that's terrible. It was cooler before when it was destroyed. Right? Oh. Am I destroying it, my brothers? Am I dumb? God damn it. I think I'm destroying it, am I? Damn it. I'm stupid. Sorry. Oh! Oh! Ooh. 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 Okay. I mean, this will be the first attack for now. This will be okay. So, now, save. Wait, a sprite? Not over here. That will be Scratch. Hopefully I don't have that yet. No, I don't. Scratch. I just named it Scratch. Never mind. Give me a second. File. Save as. Scratch. Scratch. Okay, export. Scratch PNG. And then we do file. Recent. Scratch PNG. Copy this. And we put it in the atlas. Where do we put this? I mean, we're not using this here. So I'll probably just move this somewhere else right now. I don't know. Where do we move this? Here? Somewhere? Whatever. I'm not going to use it. So whatever. Get rid of it. And then this is actually in use, but it sucks. Copy. Nice. Paste. Look at this, guys. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I know what the problem is with the first image. I feel like this here needs to stretch. If it doesn't stretch. But I don't know how. Maybe that. Maybe that looks better. I don't know why you guys think this looks like semen. I have no idea. Like, where do you get this from? It looks like a scratch. Now, I might be able to turn this slightly transparent, but I think that looks good. I don't know what your issue is. Really. Wouldn't you say that streaming a game? How does one get reviews is a good question. One does get reviews by making a good game, and then Steam will promote that game to a wider audience. And you can pinpoint if you have a good game when you're looking at stats for, let's say you have a demo version out for your game. You can go to, let me see, where's my stuff? I mean, it's here. When you put out a demo version for your game on Steam, you can go... hopefully I can still look at the stats for the demo. That would be good. Please tell me I can. I think I can still look at this. You can look at the view, sales, and activation reports for the demo. And then you can see how many people have played your demo and how long they played. And when people don't play your game for long, then they quit early. They don't have a very high median playtime. So to take to give you an example, this is my game. It's 23 minutes medium playtime for the demo version. A good game would have more than an hour here at minimum. That's what a good game would have. And on top of that, if you have a really bad, or compared to that, a really bad game would have less than 10 minutes. A really, really bad game has less than 10 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Anything below 10 is trash, terrible. Even anything below 30 minutes is really bad too. You want this to be as high as possible. What are you allowed to share from the dashboard? I haven't read the docs yet. I don't know either, but I know that you can show this. At least many people share this as well. So I'm sharing this too, and I've not gotten into issues yet. And I think it's fine. Okay, wait. So the asset, right? Let's add the asset to the game. Oh, yeah! Nice! Alright, so sprite wolf fang fist slash. This right here, I want to no longer call this sprite scratch. And now this is the scratch. It has a size of 48 by 32 and it sits at... It sits at... Why do I not see the thing here? 1424. 1424 and 1000 and not 9 but 8. Good. And then what is the frame count? Dot frame count, which is... Wait, what did I call this, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6 or 5, but we can do 5. What did I delete for this? Because I think the wolf fang fists. Sprite wolf fang slash. Wolf fang fist. It creates an effect scratch. Yep. So we could have just changed the effect scratch and we are done. And instead of attacking, we deal area damage.
The calculations are in and the powers of your brain are overwhelming.
Cakez, just wondering, what are you allowed to share? Actually, I read this already, sorry.
Master M.
A really bad game would have 23 minutes. Yep, yeah, my game is not that great.
The powers of your brain are overwhelming.
What do you recommend to grow a community for making a game, etc. with Twitch stream? Do you want to make a game and then have a community that plays your game, or do you want to stream? Because these are two separate things.
See how fast I got how far I got high.
Both?
How high I got there.
Well, you make a game on stream and then you try to advertise it, or let's not say advertise it, but see, like you're asking someone that has like barely 200 viewers. Ouch. Close. Right? Not even. What I can tell you from my own experience.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah.
I thought I died.
Transat, good morning. What I can tell you from my own experience. Okay, shut up! These guys were starting to spam. What I can tell you from my own experience is that if you want to grow a community, you should just make YouTube content. And so try to do a stream that transitions very well into YouTube content. So the best streams that I had is when I tried something new for the first time. And so you do these streams and then you make either a highlight reel of those, or you talk over the stream recording and upload that to YouTube. Or you just upload the entire thing unedited to YouTube. But when you learn something new, like for example, you make a game in Unity for the first time, that will be a 7-hour, 10-hour recording. Not many people on YouTube will watch that, which is why edited down versions of this work so much better. Like this is something that will help you grow a community, but that won't help you make a game. When you make a game, what you can potentially do is do highlights of it. That would be a devlog. But it depends on the game how well that will be, how successful that will be on YouTube. And anytime you take away from the game and you do that, that is time that you're not working on the game. And so you're slowing down your progress to farm cloud, essentially. That's what happens. Can you make it so if you cancel a clip, it will get also refunded? No, I'm not gonna do that. You guys, I know why some people spam clips sometimes, is to interrupt me. And I'm gonna scam you back. Because you're trying to be toxic, then I'll be toxic back, bro. What do you mean? Is it that simple? Nope, I will not refund you. I'm not gonna spend any time programming something like this or asking Ebev to do that. No. Absolutely not. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Anyways, so guys, you're not getting any random clips. And null exception, you're actually doing that too, bro. Ich hab mehr von dir erwartet, bro. Actually, yeah. I was expecting more, sir. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you're asking someone that is not like, you can say like successful is always relative, right? Compared to, let's say, someone that has 10 viewers, sure. What I can tell you is it is more important to make YouTube content to grow than it is to make Twitch content to grow. And also what I have seen multiple times now is if your streams or if your YouTube videos do not reflect your streams very much, then it could be that you have way more viewers and views on YouTube than on Twitch. Because let's say you're editing down a video, but the stream itself is boring, then you will have a very high throughput to your stream from your YouTube, but people will leave early because they find the stream boring. And they would rather watch the edited down YouTube video. That is something you can do, and many do this to great success. I always like bringing the Dark Souls example. But like, for example, someone that does this incredibly well when it comes to programming is Zoring. I think Zoring Daily, right? Zoring Daily is a YouTube channel. Wow, he's grown so much. When I first look at this, he had like 50,000 viewers. Now he has 150,000. What he's doing is he's uploading unedited, almost unedited version, right? Versions of his streams to YouTube, and you see the views are not that great, but it's a consistent output of videos, and that consistent output of videos also translates very well to videos to viewers on Twitch, because the upload to YouTube reflects the stream. Sorting is smart, yes. So when you're not smart like me, what you can do instead is you learn something and you make that your content. 30k for a VOD is insane. Yes, 30k for a VOD is actually insane. Yes, people do not realize how insane that actually is, because you have to realize the length of this. And 30,000 for 2 hours, that is a lot of money and a lot of views as well. Have you seen Sphero 4? For C, it's a lot. C is actually a well-searched term, bro. Many people search this a lot. Oh, that looks good too. Yeah, that seems to be... Yeah, that's good. A rant about professional programming. Oh wait, is this... Have I seen this before? This guy before on stream? I don't know. On Twitch, I mean, not on stream. Have I seen this guy before? On Twitch? I think I have. I don't think I've watched... I don't really watch many streams. So I don't really watch. But I might have seen him before. Zik Enjoyer? He's a Zik Enjoyer, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, some of them are hit or miss, right? So wait, the videos... Yeah, some of them are really good. Some of them are more miss, you know, 900 views. Maybe these are some misses. But hey, yeah. He's doing good stuff too. Rendering, Blender skeletons. Yeah, stuff like this. So, like, programming tasks. Basically, that you could do. He streams at night. I see. I get it. Okay. So yeah, yes. I've not seen him, but that's what you can do. But realize that you can make... Yeah. You will have to think about that. And so when you're thinking about this stuff, you are not making a game. Let's see. So we're gonna give this guy Wolfang Fist, by the way. That's why we did this. And now we're gonna make him train it. And let's see what that looks like. What does it look like here? It looks really weird. Eh? Feels like it loops around or something. And also it's too fast. It's 2.5. Or maybe we just slow it down to like loop duration. Keep alive duration, layer, center, scratch. Let's see. It looks okay. Is it rotated or not? My goal is to go full time in this. It always depends, right? It might... I see. So it's not rotated. It's not rotated. Can you rotate this? I think you can. Get angle from the activator dot attack direction. Was it get angle correct? Oh wait, where's the angle? Is that here? Yeah. What's that admin edit page on SteamDB? Why is the Tangy swinging his sword during scratching? That will be disabled. I get what you mean. Also, the effect shouldn't start here. That should be a part of the swing. So yeah, I probably don't have time to program this, but I just want to see how that looks. And then I'll do angle plus pi divided by 2. That's 90 degrees. Let's see what that looks like. Slice. Eh? Wait, what? Hey! Wait, get angle correct, sorry. It's actually get angle correct. I think. Let's see. Okay, so now it needs to be minus. It needs to be rotated in the other direction. I think it depends on the swing of the web. I need to program that, but I think it will look good. Hey, it will actually look good. The attack is called Fist, uses a sword, but it's a square. Yeah, but it's not done yet, okay? I just decided to rework it a second ago, bro. Or to this morning. Okay, so now flip Y, and we're good. Ooh! Look at this. So that would be it. But around a proper, like... I feel like it's too small. I feel like that needs to be larger. And then it looks good. If this was an attack over 3... like it's 64 instead of 48, I think that would be good. But we got something here, guys. All I need to do is just enlarge this. It'll be good. Okay, my brothers. I've got shit to do. There's 2 more updates this week, my brothers, for my work. And... a bunch of fixes for errors. When we are done with this, we could spend more time. I hope you had fun today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We were talking about a lot of fun stuff as well. We can talk more. And I'll try to make the game more interesting until tomorrow. Maybe make the first round have 20... first level have 20 rounds. Either tomorrow, new level, or designing 20 rounds. I don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe the first level 10 round, the second level the same rounds, but until 20 rounds. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, hope you had fun today. Good stream. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I sent you over to Cakez. See you. Have a good day, my brothers. See you tomorrow. Peace. Goodbye. And on YouTube, you guys. See you tomorrow as well. Peace.